7:04 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Good morning, everybody. Q92 Morning Show. Head into the 7 o'clock hour. Hope you guys are having a good start to your morning. 330-450-9292 is the phone number. The text line 330-269-9292. Appreciate you guys having us on the radio. If you're streaming us at Q92radio.com, good morning to you. And now if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X, good morning to you as well. It is the Monday. It's the Monday after the Super Bowl, which means as we've been talking to you guys since 5:30 this morning, it means you're probably dragging a little bit of ass today. A lot of you probably going, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's that part of the year where we all say that should be a holiday after the Super Bowl. And everyone goes, it should be, and it'll never happen.
You know what I saw, though? There's an insurance agency in North Canton that's not opening until noon today.
Really?
Yeah, so their staff could sleep in. I think that's pretty awesome.
Good for them.
Yeah.
That and ending daylight savings will never happen.
No.
We will talk about those two things every year, and it will never happen. I keep thinking that, like, every year I'm like, yeah, they changed it. And I'm like, no, they didn't. I don't know why in my head I'm like, they changed it. It passed.
No.
And then I'm like, no, they didn't.
They always introduce it. That was like,
yeah,
we're gonna slide this onto the table, and they're like, no, you're not.
We should do it. And we're like, yeah, we should. See you later. I'm like, all right, we won't do it. But hopefully you enjoyed your Super Bowl parties, whether you're at the bars, hosting, visiting. Hopefully you had a good time. You enjoyed the game. Good morning, early risers. Let's get it going. DD driver checking in. Good morning, everybody. Lumber guy checking in. Lumber guy. And remember, we do have we had an accident last hour. 77, exit 83, Dover, northbound to exit 81. Bad wreck. Very backed up. We can talk about that in the 6 o'clock hour. So if you're heading that way, do be careful. Avoid it if you can for right now. And if you're stuck in it, just turning us on, that's what you're stuck in. Bad accident. 77 at exit 83, Dover, northbound to around exit 81. So it affects about 2 exits. So get any updates on that from anybody, we will let you guys know. What's up, guys? Have a great day. White van guy. So there you go. Have a Super Bowl poll on our Q92 Twitter or X, whatever you'd like to call it these days. Very happy because people are actually voting.
See?
Let me see here. I asked, what was your favorite part of the game? Your choices are the game, Taylor Swift, the commercials, or Usher. The game winning handily with Usher in second place with 17%, commercials at 8%, and no one has voted for Taylor Swift as the best part of the Super Bowl. That surprised me on the Q92 Twitter.
Well, I mean, she wasn't really there to be part of the Super Bowl. She was there to cheer on her boyfriend.
She was there to be part of the Super Bowl.
No, she wasn't.
You don't think they were glad she was there? You don't think they put her on
I'm
TV?
sure that they were glad that she came,
was
yes.
part of the Super Bowl. Were the cameras not waiting for her?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's not pretend she's not part of the Super Bowl.
Well, I know, but let's just put it this way. I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan, but that's not why I watched the Super Bowl last night.
A lot of people was.
I know, and good for the NFL. Because
that's why I figure more people would vote for her.
Yeah.
So
I can't wait to get your take on Usher. We'll do that when we come back, but...
I don't really have a one. I don't know. I was mad at the Not daughter.
Why?
Because he played his first 2 songs. She's like, when's he going to play a hit? I go, I'm going to punch you. I go, these were all on the radio, on MTV,
they're
on TRL.
The ones, yeah, they're not the ones she would know.
I'm going to attack you.
My kids didn't know any of those songs until after the Alicia Keys song. Like, they knew the Alicia Keys song, and then after that, they pretty much knew.
I don't even know these. I was like, I'm going to annihilate you. I'm really going to hurt you.
It's because you're a baby.
I was like, oh, my God. Her boyfriend came over to watch.
Oh, how did he like Usher?
I don't know. I don't even know if he likes sports. I don't know. I don't know.
Did he have a wallet chain?
No, but he was, again, very darkly dressed. Now, I'll say it was a gray, but a dark gray hoodie with black jeans, black shoes, the waff. I mean, I don't know. Again, the pale I can't
Did you
figure
check
out
for polish this time?
No nail polish. I can't figure out if this kid's emo or not.
Just ask him. Just be like, do you know who My Chemical Romance is?
Hey, do you know who? You ever heard of Dashboard Confessional?
Oh, my gosh.
You ever just listen to that and cry? It's driving me nuts because I cannot figure out this kid's emo, and she will not admit it. She keeps saying I'm crazy. He's not emo. Like, I know emo when I see emo. He fits the bill. So I don't know. The kid barely talks. I'll get into that too because I was sitting there just trying so hard not to be a dad and trying so hard not to be that dad. And nothing terrible happened, but I was just like,
Yeah.
just sitting there.
It's hard watching your kids try and figure out who they want to. Yeah.
To the point where I had to be summoned to go to the room because
Boy.
I was lingering.
Yeah. And Jamie was like, get in here.
Not Dad was lingering.
Yeah.
Making sure, maybe wiping tables down, maybe hanging out, just,
You were being extra Danny Tanner to keep an
eye.
To
keep my eye. Taylor Swift went to watch her boyfriend play football at the Usher concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, Usher, he was there.
We don't have to go deep into Usher. I just felt like it was too many songs in too short of a time. Right.
You have stolen my heart, LOL. Who has? All right. Scrap Girl checking in this morning. Hope everybody has a wonderful morning. On a side note, can I ask for a small prayer of the health for my fiance who had a heart attack on Friday? A small prayer for that.
Oh my goodness.
At the young age of 38.
Wow.
Well, obviously, everyone here at the station, all our listeners, wish her nothing but a healthy recovery.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, stuff like that doesn't always have an age for. I know we have traditionally, but you never know. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, I know that 38 is young. Yeah, we're thinking of you.
Start the Super Bowl sooner. Wait, it's not on so late. That was the 7th longest NFL game ever?
That's what I heard, yeah.
Oh, they were quoting Dashboard Confessional, and I missed
it.
I missed it. I read it and then texted, not in song. Now that you say that, I could sing it right now. Very emo band. It's 7:11 already. Taylor Swift. Is it over now? It's Q92. Fall asleep to the ID channel every night. At home, I have a fan on in pitch black, but if I go anywhere and stay at a hotel or a friend's house, I go to YouTube, put on white noise, or go to Spotify and put on an airplane sound.
They have apps too. Like I have one that sounds like a fan on my.
Yeah, that one Calm, the app.
Oh
Calm.
yeah, I have that. Well, for a while I had a paid
Is that a pay?
subscription.
You have to pay.
You get some things free. It's better to pay though.
I fall asleep to the sweet sounds of Judge Judy. Someone says
There
on the
you
text
go.
line.
Justice.
See on YouTube. I just I now fall asleep to Bluey because of my 2-year-old.
Yeah.
That's fair. I use the small air filter system in my room. Does that make enough noise to fall asleep?
It really just has to be that low something.
Yeah, no, like I said, give me a war movie.
And me, cops.
And I'm going to be good to go. Again, if I could get an interview with that kid, I would love to hear his side of the story.
Do we even know what state or what kind of church or?
If I did a deep dive, I probably could find out.
I punched him in the chest as hard as I crumpled the kid.
But I don't know.
He was like.
But there's a kid walking around that got slugged in the chest by his pastor because he wasn't taking God serious. And I'd love to hear his side. We heard the other guy's side. We heard the pastor's side. There's two sides to every story.
There is.
My question is, what the hell
Well, how long ago too? Is this kid now in his 30s? He's got a family, and he's like, "Yeah, I was a jerk."
I just would love to speak with him, and get his side of the story and hear what he has to say.
I'd be interested.
And if he enjoys the fact that there's a pastor out there talking about how he got crumpled.
Day youth group, and he was just trying to push my buttons, and he was just kind of not taking the Lord serious. And I went bam. I punched him in the chest as hard as I crumpled the kid. I just crumpled him. And I leaned over and I said, Ben, when are you going to stop playing games with God? I led that man to the Lord right there.
He goes on. I think the last thing of the clip, he says, sometimes you're going to need to do that. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What verse was that in the Bible?
Right.
Love thy neighbor, crumple the kids. I'm like, no, I don't think that's what he said. I don't believe that's what the Corinthians read about. But you're out there, buddy. I'm sorry. Do women want gentle men? Or don't you still want the bad boys?
I mean, I
Do you want
don't
a
know about a
gentle
bad
man?
boy, but you don't want to push over either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I would really like you girls just to do that. Text your man that, and then text back whatever the hell they write back. I'm just curious, or just tell us what he wrote back. I'm very curious. I mean, I guess that would be a good compliment to get, I suppose.
Should I add a heart emoji?
No, don't overdo it.
No, okay.
Don't overdo it. I was listening. This isn't going to work.
He's not listening.
When I was younger, I would set an alarm for like 1:30 a.m. so I could wake up and realize I still have 5 more hours of sleep.
Are you serious? I mean,
It's awesome.
I will say it is a little serendipitous, like when you wake up to go pee and you're like, I know my alarm's going to go off in 30 minutes, and you find out you have 5 hours of sleep left.
That is a fantastic text.
That's awesome.
You literally wake up to let yourself know.
They created that for themselves.
You've still got hours of sleep. That
Yeah.
might be the best thing I've read this morning. My alarm is set for 5:30, and I hit a 5-minute snooze every 5 minutes until 6.
Okay, so half an hour of this up and down, up and down. Wake up, doze, wake up.
I wake up every morning. The alarm clock is 5:45 to the music and sounds of Q92.
Aw, well, thanks for waking up with us.
Crypto Dad here. My son, who is a sophomore, just told me he sets an alarm for 6:30, then another one for 6:32, then for 6:35. He gets up, eats breakfast, and sets another alarm for 6:55 so he can go back to sleep after eating a quick breakfast and wakes up at 6:55.
Oh, my gosh. That's a lot.
Oh
He
my
actually
God.
gets himself out of bed and eats. And then goes
and then
back
gives
to
himself
bed.
more time to go back to sleep. This is fantastic. This is a great social experiment we're having right
Yes, it is.
Q92.
For your Monday, a little bit of sunshine mixing with clouds. We're going to stay dry. Our high 42 degrees. Overnight, most of the snow is well to our south. Maybe a flurry here and there. Our low 31. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Q92radio.com, and you can watch the show on Facebook, YouTube, and X.
Whoa. 7:20 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Hope you guys had a great weekend and a great Super Bowl Sunday yesterday. Feel free to text in or call in what you guys thought about the Super Bowl, the commercials, the Usher halftime show. My favorite parts was when he did, in fact, do
Las Vegas, turn down for what?
I mean, you bring out Lil Jon, it's going to be fun, right? Told you, really upset with the not daughter.
Yeah, because
She knew this
yeah,
and loving this club, and she did know my boo. Other than that,
she didn't know Confessions.
she did not.
Oh.
She thought Caught Up was dumb. She never heard of Caught Up. She goes, what are these songs? And I thought about throwing a shoe.
Oh, she's young.
I thought about throwing a shoe at her,
She's just so
at
young.
or around her head, but I
Yeah.
didn't. I just sat there. I did go, you got to be kidding me.
My kids sat on the couch, and the only one that they knew, actually, they knew two. They knew this one because, I mean, hello, wedding anthem. I mean,
Yeah.
you're out on the dance floor. It always comes on at a wedding, so they know that one.
I'm always on that dance floor. Right, Jake?
Oh.
Right.
You guys don't dance at weddings?
Not
No.
for a second.
That's like 90% of the fun.
Yeah. If you're that guy. I pride myself on not being that.
The only thing that I can get Tony to dance out there for is if he's had enough to drink, he'll do the electric slide. Not well, but he will.
You got a better chance of getting me out for a slow dance with my lady than you do to cut
He'll
the rug.
do that too. Yeah.
Yeah. But getting out there to no. I'll let the other drunk guy who's going to pretend like he's the first one to do the lawnmower at a wedding go out there and have a great time.
Or grocery
I've never
shop.
seen that before. Never.
Or the sprinkler.
He's a lawnmower. Do you see what
Yeah.
he did? Yeah, we saw it at the last day wedding too.
You know what? I love Usher. There were parts of it that I thought were really good. I kind of chuckled a little bit when he came out on roller skates because he almost fell. Did you catch that?
There's a big debate. Did he fall? Or was it part of the performance?
I don't know. Maybe
There is a debate.
I just felt like that was a little awkward, but I love his music. Just because you have 20 hits doesn't mean you have to put 20 hits in a 13-minute show. I felt like it was too rushed. People couldn't settle in and sing to it and get into it. It was next.
Not daughter just wanted choruses only.
Other than
I was
that,
like, so you want no verses? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, I love Alicia Keys. I thought that was a high point.
That was cool.
Yeah.
My boo was classic.
And of course, when he came out, everybody's like, screaming, going
Oh,
nuts.
it's fantastic.
There's a rumor that a lot of people thought that, oh my gosh, what's his name? He had the
Bieber.
mask on. No.
Oh, Will.i.am?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
thought that was Kanye at first.
Really? They didn't
Yeah.
remember he did a song with Black Eyed Peas?
Exactly, right.
Well, my 8-year-old daughter was so jacked that Usher was singing. She knew every song.
Oh,
And then my son was confused that I knew who Lil Jon was. Who doesn't know who
Hey.
Lil Jon is?
I mean, come on. Just because we're parents doesn't mean we're not.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was a good one. I don't think it was the best, but I don't think it was anywhere near the worst.
What was your all-time favorite halftime show?
Ugh, that's tough.
For me, Bruno Mars was up there.
His was really good. Prince's
Yes.
was really good. It rained when he played Purple Rain.
I mean, that was just like a little gift from God.
You can't. I mean, what he. Ugh. And I love Prince. He's not one of my all-time, but I just thought his performance was wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I might put Prince up there. U2 after 9/11, when they played Where the Streets
that's
Have No
right.
Name and all the
Yeah,
names were
yeah.
coming down. That was
moving.
for other reasons.
Right.
That was a really, really, really good one. I second the Prince one. It was good. It rained when he played Purple Rain.
Yeah. God was like, this song is so good. Here you go.
Oh, God, that song is amazing. That song is amazing.
So, I mean, we had the halftime show. Obviously, a lot of celebrities in the house last night. But I got to ask you, what did you think of Travis Kelce's explosion on Andy Reid?
I didn't like it. I'm not afraid to say it. And here's another thing I don't like, because we're very selective as fans when someone's just a competitor and when someone's an a-hole.
Right.
And if we like the guy, he's just competing.
Right.
And if we don't like the guy, oh, what an a-hole, what a bad teammate. And he kind of gets the pass. I don't know. I mean, listen, they both said it was cool. Maybe that's how they are. Maybe that's their relationship.
Well, I do know that they're very close.
I just know you shouldn't run up and push your coach.
I think, honestly, what I thought is they scared the crap out of him. I don't think Andy Reid saw him coming.
Still don't think you run up and
No.
touch your coach.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. But I do think it looked more like a push versus he was startled. He shouldn't. It was classless to yell at his coach like that.
You know there's cameras everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
You know there's
he,
cameras
of all people, should know that.
Absolutely everywhere.
He is under the microscope.
But I could go deeper with this, but I won't. But some players were like, oh, no, it's awesome. He's just a competitor. And other players, oh, he's a jerk. He's a bad teammate. You get him off the team. It's funny how we pick and choose which one of those we think are good and which one of those we think are bad.
I just thought it was funny because people were tweeting last night. They're like, bench him right after it happened. I'd be like,
that's not going to happen.
No, I don't. Do you know where he's at right now?
Yeah,
like, no. It's not an option.
Not going to happen. Not going to happen. But I mean, I didn't like lose sleep.
I mean, when it
over
happened, I was like,
I was like, wow, that's an a-hole thing to do to your head coach who's in his late 60s. But okay. Dr. Dre and Eminem halftime show is one of the best in my opinion.
It was good. Yeah, I remember liking that one too. And I love that. Was that where they danced on the house and they had different rooms? Mm-hmm. That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought that one was really entertaining.
My 5-year-old was highly upset Little John wasn't actually little. He said he was expecting him to be super short with little legs. Well, he's 5. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Another one, Eminem and Snoop Dogg might have been the best of all time. The Weeknd halftime was my favorite.
I just had that little legs one. Like, my kids, they're like, wait, that's the guy from The Elf? Or not The Elf. Oh, my gosh, with Vince Vaughn, where he's in the DJ booth. Ludacris.
Ludacris?
Ludacris is a little elf in a movie. That's why they said that.
Oh.
He's in a Christmas movie
I
with Vince Vaughn.
Never seen them.
Oh, my gosh. Text line, help me out. What's the name of that movie?
In the pregame interview, Andy talked about drafting Travis, and he specifically said Travis has a temper during games. I love Travis Kelce, but last night after seeing that, he lost a couple points in my book. That was all called for. Kind of reminded me of a crybaby. Make the argument. I mean, listen, we all have bad moments that don't define us, but they did happen.
Correct.
Was Jermaine Dupri in knickers? His outfit was different.
Yeah, it was
Fred
very
Claus.
weird.
Everyone's saying
that's
Fred,
what it is.
never
Fred
seen
Claus.
Fred Claus.
Yeah, Vince Vaughn is Fred Claus.
And I like Vince Vaughn.
He's Santa Claus's brother.
Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake, boob shot all the way was my favorite. Yeah, that was a good performance. The ending, a bit weird.
Performance and a peep show.
Yeah. Was there controversy? Yeah, that was. People talked about that
for sure.
Let me see. Someone just text when you heading in. I don't think that was for us.
No, we're here.
I've been in here since about 5:05,
and I've been here for about an hour.
Yeah. So yeah, we've been here. Speaking of Usher, with Pitbull, it's DJ Got Us Falling in Love. You know, a lot of people were mad. They thought Bieber was going to be part of the performance.
That was a rumor that was floating
there.
around. Yeah, no, he definitely was.
Like he just woke up.
Did you see Mr. Las Vegas himself was there? Wayne Newton.
No.
He looks
like Wayne Newton.
He does, and I think it's conserved, like with surgeries, because he still looked. I'm like, how does he still look like that? Shouldn't he be like
people in their 80s don't have jet black full heads of hair?
Right. He's like a relic.
Okay. Yeah. Or a robot at this point.
Maybe.
It's DJ Got Us Falling in Love. It's Q92. So yeah, happy birthday to her. 60 years young. So maybe not.
She is not 60 years old.
No, I made that up.
Yeah.
She's nowhere near that, but she's older than me. So enjoy your day. Like I always say, there's no one I'd rather have ignore my texts and phone calls than my sister.
I feel like her sister just does her own thing. She's just like, I'm good. I don't want to talk to him right now.
Then you get older, she's like, what? I'm like, oh, gee, I don't know. I can't remember at this point.
Oh, stop.
Thank God it wasn't an emergency.
Well, she's got a family and kids and
yeah,
stuff.
So do I. I can answer my phone or text when one of my family members calls.
That's true.
Or text.
It's true. I'll give you that.
You know how much you got to keep an eye on an 8-month-old?
Yeah, I do. I remember that.
I can still pick up my phone. Half the time he has it.
Well, yeah. He lets you know.
I taught him high five yesterday. He learned high five today.
Oh, good.
Yesterday. He doesn't. He goes.
Real slow.
Yeah, he goes real slow. He claps.
Yeah.
I love how babies do the open finger clap.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they don't do the clap. They're like,
Yeah.
he does that. He loves to clap. He loves when you see him clap.
Mm-hmm.
But I taught him high five yesterday. Now he's just like,
Real slow.
yeah. And it's funny because the third thing I've taught him that Jamie doesn't believe I taught him until she sees it.
Okay.
I'll be like, he does high five. He claps now. No, he doesn't. Jimmy, clap.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Jimmy does high fives now. No, he doesn't. I'm like, what?
Why don't you believe me? Right.
Please believe me. Like, yes, he does. I could see if I was like, Jimmy's driving now. I could see you'd be like, no, he doesn't.
I was just going to say, you should start being a little bit sarcastic and be like,
Jimmy knows geometry.
Right.
That makes sense to call me out and be like, there's no way he knows geometry. I think high fiving and clapping, I think
they're reasonable milestones.
reasonable. Matter
Yeah.
of fact, what is he not? He's 9 now. He just
9
turned 9 on the
months
7th.
Yeah.
Wow. You got to keep dating.
That's
I
one
truly
thing.
believe that.
We're guilty of it, but I feel like our kids.
You got to keep dating.
That's
I
one
truly
thing.
believe that.
We're guilty.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Kansas City Chiefs are your Super Bowl champions after a thrilling 25-22 victory in overtime over the San Francisco 49ers last night. Over the weekend, former Cleveland Guardians ace Corey Kluber announced he's retiring from baseball. Kluber spent 13 years in the league and played for Cleveland from 2011 until 2019. And finally, NBA action tonight. The Cavaliers host the 76ers at 7 o'clock at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. The Cavs are 35-16 on the season and are currently on a 9-game winning streak. That's a look at sports right here on today's Hit Music, Q92. Music Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on your radio, streaming at Q92radio.com. And of course, you can watch us on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Still to come this hour. Good thing I looked. I wouldn't forget. Train and REO Speedwagon tickets to give away for Blossom on Monday, July 15th, 2024. That's coming up. We listen for the cue to call. When you hear it, be caller number 10. You're going to see Train. It is that simple. I did notice one of the commercials yesterday. Creed was in the Paramount Plus commercial. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Creed is back, baby.
What was your favorite commercial?
Honest to God, I'm not even trying to be fun. Like, there was not one to me that really stuck out. It was,
really?
It was that funny. No, there was nothing.
I told you. Dung Kings was hilarious.
That was the closest thing to funny, and I didn't even think it was that funny.
And then, I mean, I thought that the Christopher Walken one, but you're like, I've seen it. It's been airing.
Yeah.
But I thought that was the first time I saw it. I thought it was hilarious.
I didn't think any were hilarious. Maybe I'm being a get off my lawn, but I didn't even think a lot of people were going for comedy this year.
You know what I was really mad was I missed the memorial commercial to Carl Weathers. It wasn't I don't know if it was a commercial per se, but
no, just at the end they just had a thing for him.
Yeah, I stepped out of the room for a second, and then once I
part
caught
of the
wind
kick
of it,
destiny.
Yeah, I didn't get back in the room in
yeah.
time.
All they did at the end, they just put, "Thank you, Carl."
I know, but that's really sad.
Yeah, no, that stinks. That stinks. But I don't know. None of them to me were like, man. I agree 100%. That none of them were hilarious. Yeah, I don't know, but like I said, there was just not one that, Eminem, Prince, Michael Jackson, top 3 halftime shows. Someone just texted in. Forgot about Michael Jackson. This was pretty good too. And Eminem, I was actually Dr. Dre, but he was part of it. Now, believe it or not, that's the Not Daughter's favorite one.
That Super Bowl halftime show?
She loves Eminem.
Oh.
I've been in the car with that young lady, a junior in high school, and I can put on an Eminem song. It don't matter what it is.
She knows it.
Which album it's from. She can recite every song, every word. I'm like, same girl doesn't know who Usher is, except for Loving This Club and yeah. But she could go all the way back to My Name Is.
Yeah.
With Eminem. Very weird. I'll tell you what. I found myself really contemplating, really, really putting on my dad's shoes yet. And I don't even know if it's, tell me if I would have been off base.
Okay.
Now I'm going to explain this to you. And I want you to understand that I may be overhyping. And maybe I'm old school.
Okay.
So I want that on the table.
There's nothing wrong with old school.
And I may, but new boyfriend, we don't know if he's emo or not. First of all, let's establish that. We have not figured out if he's emo.
All right, we'll write it down. Emo question.
So let's put that down. Let's also put down, I don't at this point have a problem with the kid. I have a problem with probably anyone that's going to date her.
Probably.
But I've been given no real true reason to be like, you're a chode. I don't like you. Not yet.
Yeah.
I'll give it time. Grant you, I'm looking for a reason. But was over the house watching the game. All right. Came in, said hello, polite. Said thank you for the food. Was polite. But then they were sitting on the couch together. And they were just like they were like laying on each other. There was nothing going on. No one was kissing. No one was copping a feel. You know what I mean?
Were they sharing a blanket?
No.
Okay.
I would have burnt it.
There was
but they were just laying together, looking at their phones, looking at Instagram, talking about school, but them laying together. I don't mean like laying on top of each other. I don't mean that. I mean just cozying up on the couch.
Like his arm around her?
Yeah, cuddling.
Okay, if they're sitting upright and he just has his arm
they
around her.
They were close to not being upright at times.
Okay. That I would have a problem with.
Never, listen.
Here's my question,
Let me repeat what I said, though. No kissing.
Right.
Nothing.
It doesn't matter. I don't think I ever would have been comfortable to do that in front of my parents.
I'm at the table at one point, just watching, and I'm like, my leg's tapping.
Mm-hmm.
My leg is, and I'm sitting here going, you say something. You embarrass her. Are you an a-hole.
No.
Not her father.
You don't even need to do that.
You're going to be a stepfather.
This is
You're
what
not
you
her
do.
father.
This is what you do. Not daughter, I need to see you in the kitchen real quick. And when
That's
she
so
walks
obvious.
in,
That's so obvious.
no, be like, come and get a bowl of chips or blah, blah, blah. Have her come and find a way to pull her away without being Captain Obvious. And that's when you go, clean it up. Not in our house.
I was just in that mode of like, you're not really your dad. It's not really your kid.
I understand that.
Are
but
you
you're
overstepping?
You're still a father figure, and she looks at you that way.
And don't want to embarrass. Don't want to embarrass because I don't think it's cool sometimes when you just flat out go for the embarrass.
Oh, I agree. 100%.
But that's the only thing. And it was just. And again, nothing was going on.
I know you
were
say.
in the room.
I know you say you don't have a problem with him. I know you say. Yeah, let me finish. Let me ask you a question, though. If a clean-cut kid came in, athlete, respectful, wants to talk to you, like have a conversation, I can't help but feel like you might feel a little different. See?
It'd be nice. I still don't think I'd be cool with. I'm probably gonna say something to her in a very respectful. Listen, I get it.
Yeah.
Teenage love is gonna last forever. I believe you.
When's the wedding?
Yeah,
But guess what? You can do that on your couch when you're married.
Yeah. Like in my house, let's just sit next to each other.
You guys can hold hands.
You don't need to be his human backpack. You know what I mean? You don't need to climb him like a monkey would his trainer at the zoo.
That is so
you know what I mean?
funny.
You don't need to do that. Let's just sit. You can stare into his eyes. You can giggle.
Yeah.
It's fine. Would you have said something?
I would have done exactly what I told you. I would have been like, come here real quick. I need you to grab a bowl of chips to put out on the table. And I would have poured a bowl of chips, pulled her in the kitchen, and I would have been like, you know better. Not in this house. This is not snuggle time. It's not appropriate. Sit up.
Okay.
That's what I would have done.
Jake.
Unless you would like him to go home.
Jake, you're a father. What would you have done?
Well, I'm not a father, but
Yes.
I was that kid one time. My ex-girlfriend and I kind of snuggled on the couch in my parents' house all the time. I mean, we didn't do anything, but
see, I wonder if it's a generational thing.
my parents did not like it at all,
Did
but they didn't say anything to me when she was there.
What?
After the fact, yeah.
Okay, what did they say to
They
you?
made it very clear that they did not like it.
Right.
But
And did you
I think
listen?
I think that's very fair of his parents.
Did you
though.
listen once
Yeah,
they said something?
oh, I listened. Well, because she never came over again, but that's a story for a different time.
Wait, because of that?
Lots of reasons, but yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd love to dive into that.
Yeah,
book.
I mean, we need a topic for the next hour anyhow.
That's interesting, though. That's the similar situation. Jake was the culprit. He was the snub.
Yeah, I'll admit, I was.
That's all right. And then, listen, I'm not saying nothing nefarious happened
Yeah.
because we were there. Believe me, I was present.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sitting up there going, this don't feel right.
I never did
This don't feel right.
in front of my parents, but we had like a formal living room and a family room.
Yeah.
So like my parents would watch TV in the family room. We'd go to the formal living room and sit and talk. And like I would cuddle with them in there, but not like in the family room with my parents.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just curious if anyone has opinions on this. 330-450-9292. Have you had a situation like that with your kid? Or if you were in my situation, would you have just sat there and tapped your foot? Or would you have ended it? Would you have embarrassed? Or would you have done the Sly Lauren tactic of
Call
calling
them
her
in the kitchen and fire a
being
warning
like,
shot.
Fire a warning shot.
No, that's what it
After
is.
that, it would have went. Now, if I did that and it kept going, then I'd go embarrass.
I don't know if I'd embarrass. Well, I guess it would
No,
be
'cause if
embarrassing.
I
'Cause I
tell
would
you-
walk in and I'd be like, well, it's time for your friend to go home.
If I told you that and I expressed that and your reaction is, I don't care. Well, if you don't care, then I don't care.
Yeah.
But again,
Amy on Facebook said her dad would have never gone for that. He would have walked
Yeah.
in and said, sit up very aggressively.
oh, my dad would have kicked the kid out.
I don't know what my dad would have done. I only say that not because he wasn't around when he dated, but he was swing shift. So it was like very rarely did I have someone over when he was actually awake or not at work.
Yeah. You to call for Train coming up. Let me know what you guys think about my parenting problems. Shine down. It's Q92. Just for that, huh? Anyway, real quick, this is not a This is not anything I want to dwell on. I've just been laughing at this on the internet. We all know Ric Flair, right?
Ric Flair, woo!
I
Yeah.
say Ric Flair, everyone goes, woo!
Yep.
Jake, do we woo?
Woo!
Do you know
There
Ric
go.
Flair?
No.
Fair enough.
Of course.
Fair enough. Well, he has his own wings now.
His own wigs?
Wings.
Oh, wings. I was like,
He has his own wings now, okay?
Yeah.
Hold on, I got it. I pulled it up somewhere and I got it. Okay. You know what they're called? His wings? Wings!
oh my gosh.
They're called wings. He said wings. Hold on, I got maybe sound better if I turn it up without. I don't probably get distorted, but wings.
It does sound like he's saying wings.
Wings. Wings.
So, like, how do you order that?
Oh God! I'll have 12 barbecue wings.
Right.
Wings. Wings.
Oh boy.
They're called wings. That's all. Nothing behind that. I just wanted to play it on the air. There's even the video of him holding it. They're called Woo Wings. Woo Wings. He's on the box. Like it's him on the box. It says Woo across the
Let's
box.
do it all
and then
together
wings.
now. So you would be like, woo, wings.
Woo Wings.
There you go.
Oh my God. Well done, Ric Flair. Well done indeed. You know what I love about our sister station, AM 1310 WDPN?
That it smacks. I mean, it's so
Man,
good.
You go to pee sometimes. You leave this studio. You have to walk by the WDPN studio. Mainly Train and REO Speedwagon at Blossom on Monday, July 15th. We're giving away a pair right now. All you got to do is be caller number 10 right now at 330-450-9292. Caller 10, you're going to see Train. Good luck.
Hey, it's Keller from Afternoons on Q92. Tune in weekdays from 2 until 6 p.m. and come hang out. We've got amazing prizes, fantastic music. It's going to be a good time.
One of the funniest things I've ever as a child laughed at, and I mean I laughed, stomach hurt, couldn't breathe, and I'll never be able to explain it to where you guys would understand how funny it was. I'll never be able for you to be there and understand, because if I explain it to you, like, oh, okay. My brother did not understand the concept of bumper cars.
Okay.
And
what did he, like, run from them?
My brother, my sister, we all got one. I don't know if he just thought you just drive around the little room.
Right.
And that's it.
And there happens to be a lot of accidents. I mean, what?
And we were doing bumper cars, and we were having a fun. And yeah, you get jerked around sometimes. But
yeah.
You can get hit hard.
Yeah.
You know.
Of course.
We're in bumper cars, and my brother did not understand that people were going to hit him.
Oh, God.
He started crying and yelling at everyone that was hitting him. So, like, I'm over on the side playing with people, hitting I look over and he's crying. Someone hits him and he just goes, "Stop it!"
Oh my gosh. Where is
Stop hitting me.
Okay.
And I look over, my dad's dying. My dad's just dying laughing. Like,
not telling him that that's
no,
the
I don't know
point?
how he could bumper cars. I don't know what part of that you don't understand.
I mean, did he not stand in line and like observe it
He was
before he
so-
got in the car?
He was pissed crying. He wasn't like,
Right.
he was pissed crying. You know when
Yeah.
you're so mad, all you can do is cry?
Yeah, but did they like pile on him so he couldn't move? Because that's frustrating.
I don't know.
How old were you guys?
We were, all of us, maybe 8, 7, 8, 9. I don't know.
Who's oldest?
My sister.
Okay, and then you,
I'm middle.
and then Justin's the baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just, everyone was hitting him, laughing, and he's not even trying to drive. He's just sitting there yelling at everybody hitting him. He's just screaming at everybody hitting him. Stop it!
Oh my
I
gosh.
just don't remember looking over at my dad.
That's
And my dad's, like,
hilarious.
clapping his hand, laughing. You know,
Yeah.
we're like, oh my.
Yeah.
He didn't understand bumper cars. I don't know what he
Aw.
expected from bumper cars.
I mean, is this something you don't let him live
But,
down, I take it?
No, I haven't brought it up. I don't think ever to him.
No.
But I think about it once in a while. I'll still think about it.
And laugh?
Oh God, it doesn't do it justice. If you saw it, you'd have been like, "This is fantastic."
Yeah.
Didn't understand, and that's
No.
okay. That's okay. What is it? Rage Room, families that play favoritism, but then call the kettle black for other family members when they believe that they are also doing it for their own kids. Family favoritism. Sucks. I feel bad for my brother and sister.
You're on a roll today. You
I
know
really
your
do.
sister's listening.
I really do. They know I'm the best one. If there's one shining star of the children, they know who it was. They know it wasn't them. To the guy that passed me as soon as the railroad crossing bar goes up, how can you assume I'm not also late for work and in a hurry, asshat? Hey, listen, I'm for name calling as long as I can say it on the radio.
I wish I could be like, you know how they do the NFL mic'd up? I am like the worst. I need one of those for on days when I'm running late or someone's driving stupid, like close to me. My kids make fun of me all the time.
Asshat does not get used enough.
Your sister said I need to take your booze away.
Ooh, the Zoa. Rage Room, this country not having a law for maternity leave and having to go back to work too soon because you can't afford not to. Give it the times, USA. Rage Room.
Sad.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's the hardest thing to go back to work and leave your baby the first time.
Not easy.
Especially when you're not ready yet. You know what I mean? Like when you're not physically healed completely or, just, you're like lactating. And I only say that because it's a thing. Like, even if you're not breastfeeding, like you leak for a while.
Yeah. The older you get, yeah. We're like old faucets when we get older. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about new moms.
I know. I'm talking about wieners. There's that old saying, you can wiggle, you can jiggle, you can do a little dance. The last 3 drops end up in your pants.
Yeah, that's gross.
You ever hear that, Jake?
Only from you.
Oh, well, there you go, dude.
But you have said it before.
We'll take Q92, hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Rebecca.
Rebecca, where are we calling from this morning?
Salem.
All right, Rebecca, congratulations. You're caller number 10. You're the winner.
Awesome, thank you.
You're very welcome, Rebecca. You're headed to see Train and REO Speedwagon at Blossom Music Center on Monday, July 15th. Just do me a favor, tell everybody your favorite station that made you a winner.
Q92.
Congratulations,
Q92,
Rebecca. Enjoy Train and REO Speedwagon. Did you guys hear me hit puberty there? Hold on. Q92, hello, who's this? Hold on.
Hi, this is Rebecca.
Rebecca, where we Rebecca, where we call?
I didn't catch that the first time.
Rebecca, where are we calling? Rebecca, where are we calling from?
I wonder
Hey,
why you
Rebecca.
wun over there laughing.
Hey, Rebecca. Nice voice crack in your 40s. Well done, Christian. There you go. Enjoy that. We'll have more tickets to see Train and REO Speedwagon to give away, so be listening for that. 7:55. Some text messages about the not daughter and the couch with the boyfriend, who may or may not be emo. Someone text. That's really the bigger question, really, if I'm thinking about it. That's what I really want the answer to. Are you emo?
Well, you need to talk to him.
Said what Lauren said. The kid doesn't talk.
Ask him questions.
He
Make
doesn't
him talk. You ask him a question and he doesn't answer you?
I don't talk. It's hard to talk to someone who doesn't speak.
No, you just sit down and be like, "What's up, man?"
Most
like,
he says is like, hello.
do you like football?
Thank
Do you play any sports?
I don't think he does. I feel like everything I'd
That's
ask.
fine.
Like,
He'd tell
no.
you no. So ask. Who cares if he says no? At least you're talking.
What are Jamie's thoughts situation? She shares mine.
At least you're on the same
encourages
page.
me to be more of the father figure. I still have reservations because I'm not. So that's something I struggle with. We got Jake's opinion. He actually did the same thing. Someone text. My daughter and her boyfriend, who is now her husband, were doing that one time, and I text her to get the hell up before her dad got home, and her boyfriend read that text. LOL. Get the F off the couch.
Yeah.
Like I said, my day. That was my sister. My dad came. Oh.
Yeah.
I would have had. Hey, Dad. Let's go in the other room. So let me see here. Never kissed or cuddled around my parents until now. I'm 34 years old
Oh my
and engaged to
gosh.
my fiance, and I have a child. So it's not like they don't know that I get down. LOL. Just a respect thing in my mind. My kids will not do that around me either. Good morning, guys. What I would have done, or what Jamie should have done, was is that right? In the middle between them, put her arm around them both, or said, how you two doing? Then they would have got the hint and kept their distance from each other. That would have let them both know they were a little too close. I have 2 kids, and I have done that. Yeah, I get you. As a mom raising 2 boys, I was a teenager once. I'd tell them to sit up, especially if they shared a blanket. I think I'd given them separate blankets. There was no blankets.
I don't care whether there was separate blankets or not. Even if they're sitting next to one another with a blanket, I would be like, you can have a blanket. You cannot. Can I get you something to drink, though?
Nothing for you. I do think that lying on the couch together is this generation's acceptable way of hanging out at your parents' house. We've raised 3 daughters and have seen the body positions on the couch become way more comfortable. At least they still come over and hang out. See, I do think it's a generational thing. That's why I'm like, am I being get off my lawn, old guy?
Listen, I'm okay with certain things. I would be okay with like the guy with his arm around her, maybe her head's like on his shoulder, whatever, watching TV.
Yeah.
I don't think it's acceptable to lay down.
I agree. Every single girl of our 3 boys that brought home for company or anything, they all go sit down and got the sex talk about using condoms that were not ready to be grandparents yet.
Wow.
Well, yeah, that's
Have they come back? Like, I think if I went to a boyfriend's house when I was younger and had the sex talk for their I would be like, and I'm not coming back.
Someone said real quick, just walk by and yell hand check.
That's awesome. Let me see him.
That sounds like something I do. It's Train Drive By. It's cute. We can do that. Text in your questions for Joe. What do you want to know about Jake?
Yeah, let's hear him.
Text him in. I'll ask Jake. He'll answer. You'll get to know him a little better. No questions too crazy. No questions too silly. Well, maybe. It depends on what you text in. Keep in mind, it's a radio show. If I can't read it on the air, I can't read it on the air. So don't be too gross now. I know the answer to this first one, but I'll ask him just so he can answer it. Does Jake have a girlfriend?
Yes, I do.
Her name is?
Star.
That's a cool name.
It is, and it's her legal name. That was the first thing I asked her when I met her. Was like, "Is that your legal name?" She goes, "Yeah."
You're like, that's not your real name.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe
Her
it was like
parents named her Star.
Yep.
Okay. Where's she from?
Ashland, Ohio.
Is she there for college or
No,
she's
she
there?
lives there.
How did you meet her?
Bumble.
Bumble.
Yep.
Great. You know what? Yes for Bumble.
Yes! 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 Yes!
And see, that's what I like Bumble, because the girl has to message you.
Yeah.
Even if you match, you can't talk to her unless she decides, I want to talk to you. So you met on Bumble, you matched, she messaged you, and you guys just hit it off?
Yeah, pretty much.
And how long you been together?
Almost 2 years.
Woo! That is a Bumble success story, everybody. How's about that? So sad.
Like I got teary-eyed reading it in class.
There are some cartoon movies that got you.
Yeah. That was
There's
one
a
of
few of them.
Casper was another one.
Casper could get you.
Yeah.
Casper could get you. I mean, you're going to laugh, but I mean, Transformers, the movie, cartoon movie. Because you have to understand, and I think any man in his 30s and 40s that's listening can understand this. The cartoon I watched my entire childhood. People barely, even though there were wars every day and everyone had guns and rockets, barely anyone was even shot, let alone injured. I mean, they had these wars, and it was the worst aim I've ever seen in my life. Meanwhile, I watched The Walking Dead in 2023, and everyone's a marksman and never misses.
Right?
But the movie happened, and all of a sudden, people are getting killed. And it had never happened in a cartoon before.
Yeah.
Like the opening scene, Megatron smokes some of the like old school G Transformers, like it kills them. And you're just, I remember as a
I
child.
see you in the family room, like pacing, like pulling on your
honest
hair.
to God,
And
Lauren, I know no one, unless you're watching, can see this. This was me. I was like,
and your heart broke right then and there.
Some of the most popular characters were literally smoked in the first scene of the movie. Optimus Prime died.
What?
I was like, what am I watching? That messed me up. Yeah. Of course, that cartoon got me.
I guess.
Optimus Prime, he was my hero.
Stayed with you. I mean, you can recall a lot of details.
He was my hero. 808 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you, hanging out on your Monday morning, February 12th. 2 days away from Valentine's Day. That is a warning, everybody. We have not started yet or have not finished. It's Wednesday. Fun fact, we're just talking off air. It's actually, all you Catholics out there, Ash Wednesday is this Wednesday, so no eating meat if you take your lady out.
That's right. Buckle up for your fish fries, friends.
I am not a fish fan per se.
What?
And it's got to be breaded or I can't eat it.
Okay,
This
but
is
that's
a fact.
still eating
But
fish.
I'm saying, where I'm going with this is, and I don't even like a lot of like store-bought breaded fish you put like in the air fryer.
It's got to be beer battered if you're frying it.
But I do enjoy a good church fish fry fish. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what they do to it because it's breaded and it's huge.
Is it heavenly?
There's something about it. I'm like, well, if this is what they had with Jesus, okay, now I'm in.
Right.
Let's pass the wine. But I just...
They know what they're doing. They've been doing it for years. I know a ton of people who aren't even Catholic that'll go to the fish fries.
Oh, yeah, they do great.
Yeah.
They do great fish and fries. A lot of the churches, a lot of firehouses do them.
I love it. And my entire family hates seafood. I'm literally all by myself on an island.
Jake, are you a fan of fish fries?
No, I will not eat fish.
Not at all. Even breaded like me?
No, I've never really had it like a full fish meal. I've tried it, but like
I'm not a huge fish guy at all. I'm never gonna go to a restaurant and order fish, but I'm telling you, some of these, like sometimes fire departments do them.
Yeah.
And some of these churches, man, their breaded fish fries. Yes.
They're good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I am not a fish guy. But
I don't know. Maybe it's because I grew up eating seafood. Like my parents both loved it. My dad got me hooked on like scrod and crab.
Scrod.
Oh my God, I love a good broiled scrod with lemon and butter.
Pass the scrod, please.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. I love mahi mahi.
Is that Cooper?
But you know, we are right by Lake Erie, so like our neighbors across the street used to go fishing all the time, and they would have fish fries for the neighborhood with walleye, and I grew to love that. But
what about carp?
My grandparents lived right by Tim's Tavern. So it was like, you guys want to go out to eat when we were over at their house? Sure. We'd end up at Tim's Tavern. So, I mean, I love fish. My son is highly allergic to white fish, not shellfish.
Oh.
White fish. So I couldn't make it just for that reason alone. But then I hesitate to order it when he's with me because I don't want any cross contamination.
Oh, listen. With a fiance with a gluten allergy, I know all about cross-contamination.
Yeah.
It does not take much for cross-contamination.
Oh, I know.
For it to like really mess up your day.
I guess what scared me the most was when he was little. He was probably like 3 years old. He had like a really bad allergic reaction to strawberries of all things. And I mean, to the point where his face swelled. The bridge of his nose was swelled. His eyes swelled shut. We went to the ER and they like took him right back because I think they were afraid it was going to affect his airway. But after that, he has had like several surgeries for ear tubes. He had a frenulectomy. He had an adenoidectomy. Like this kid is all head, ear, nose, and throat. But they did a test on him while he was asleep so that we didn't have to put him through the allergy testing. And that's how we found out all of the other stuff he's allergic to. But they say the second reaction can be worse.
Sure.
Like if you're allergic to something and you keep doing it, your reactions can get worse.
My brother's allergic to bees, and he got rushed to a hospital. He has to have an EpiPen with him at all
That
times.
is so scary.
He had to be rushed. I mean,
Yeah.
his throat was closing.
Yeah.
He didn't know.
Scary.
He was mowing the lawn.
Yep.
Pretty crazy. I'll talk about sleep a little bit coming up, but also I want to talk about Rambo. I need to talk about Rambo. I need your guys' thoughts on something. It's coming up. It's Jack Harlow, Loving on Me. It's Q. Again, 9 dating deal breakers that really aren't. They shouldn't be. He's considerably older or younger than you.
Yeah, I'm okay with
That should not be a huge deal
I mean,
breaker.
unless we're talking like 16 and 36, then I'd,
Yeah.
But if it's over 18, okay. I mean, I might be like, ooh, that's weird. Like, I don't know.
I'm 6 years older than my fiance.
I'm 5 years younger than Tony. He has a cousin. I don't remember the exact ages. I want to say she was like 32 and he was 51 when they got married. Like, it was a big.
Yeah.
And now he's like in his 60s and she's only in her 40s. I just keep thinking, like,
You know what, those 60s isn't what it was.
it's not, but I keep thinking things change. And I'm still like young and primal, and then things change.
You think you're still young and primal?
Yeah.
In your 40s?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, in certain departments. I'm not saying like I'm not talking appearance wise. I'm not talking anything like that, but I
Yeah.
still feel good and
we're
want.
in that part of life where we still feel like we're young and awesome and
Right.
hip, but we're not.
Right, and I acknowledge that.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I had a full circle moment with my daughter last night. Her Vita bracelets. She was like, my niece has them on, and she's like, I love those bracelets. I'm like, Maren, I have like 7 of them.
Yeah.
You do? I'm like, yeah, because they were popular like a while ago. I just don't wear them anymore. So she, of course, wants them, which is fine. But like, you have those moments where you're like, gosh, I'm old. I'm no longer cool. My
No.
kids do not look at me like I am.
Yeah. Yeah, they never did. Yeah. Not you, everyone. Number 2.
Oh, thanks.
I said not you, everyone.
Yeah.
Myself included. You think my not daughter thinks, oh, man, Christian's awesome?
I think she does.
Yeah.
Q92.
For your Monday, a little bit of sunshine mixing with clouds. We're going to stay dry. Our high 42 degrees. Overnight, most of the snow is well to our south. Maybe a flurry here and there. Our low 31. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
$8:21 right here on today's hit music. It's Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Good morning. Hope you're having a tremendous start to your day. At 8, I hope it's not ruined by 8:21 in the morning because that would suck. You got a long way to go.
I mean, I wouldn't say ruined, but I think a lot of people are waking up today a little later than they probably would have otherwise, and they're probably dragging a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, every year we talk about let's make it a holiday.
Remember, hydrate.
The world's like, no. Go to work. Go to school.
I don't think they'll ever do it for the Super Bowl.
It'd be nice. If you could add one, that'd be a nice one.
Yeah.
That really would be a nice one to do if you're ever thinking about, like, you know what? Let's just give them one more. You know, if we ever go to that 4-day work week.
Oh, please.
It would never happen.
No.
Would that ever happen in this country?
No.
Even if it happened, would our place recognize it?
No.
No, they wouldn't. Like, nope, you guys are still working 5. Yeah, I don't think so. But I'll tell you what, there's countries that have done it. And I have heard production did not go down. Productivity did not take a hit.
No, I think that people are more productive because they're so looking forward to that longer weekend that they work their butt off to get there. And so they don't take it away.
And I'll bet there's still an expectation to get your job done.
I think so, yeah.
So it's not like it's like, hey, just 4 days. And if you don't get to it, it's fine.
I think it's the same thing for these, for all the people that are work from home. I mean, since the pandemic. I think a lot of companies found that they could save a lot of money on office expenditures.
Rent, yeah.
Exactly.
Leasing an office.
And that I feel like there's people who could do it, who can work from home. The personality fits, the work ethic fits. I think that there are some other people that might have a great work ethic, but they need that structure of going into the office every day.
Yep.
But I think if you find the right people to do it, I think work from home can be a real thing where companies really benefit and it's a cost saving. And they look at it as a benefit to be able to work from home. So they're not looking at you going, give me a raise quite as often because that is a perk, being able to work from home and saving on your car and gas.
It's interesting because you could make an argument for it being good, for it being bad, for it being in the middle. You could make an argument for all three, and I think you could make points that no, you need to be in. We need to have you in there because we do have this. Because there are some businesses that do have a building they're leasing.
Yes.
And they have been like, we got to at least get back to hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
We need this building. We can't have no one in this building ever. And I get that. But you're right. If you don't want to have a building and your stuff's getting done. The thing is, like you say, are you that person that can get it done from home? And
or you can pare down at least and maybe have a smaller office space that you can still call home base when necessary.
Mm-hmm. My office switches to a 4-day work week. Listen to this, after April 15th on the text line, having 3-day weekends throughout the summer is amazing. What do you do? And this already has happened or it's going to happen April 15th? Because you said it's amazing. I don't know if you're saying it's like currently or it will be amazing. Interesting. I'm curious what field of work that is that they're deciding to do that.
Yeah.
Let me see. Good morning, guys. What do you think of Usher's halftime show? Well, we talked about it on the 7 o'clock hour. It's good.
It's good.
I don't have an issue with it. It didn't blow me away, but it certainly didn't. I didn't think it was terrible.
My opinion was too many songs in too little time. It would change too fast.
Back to the 4-day work week. So they did it last year. So you did it last year. You went from after April. Maybe you get the year started off. After April, your job goes to 4 days a week.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no kidding. Unless there was a pay cut involved.
Mm-hmm.
We're a CPA firm.
Okay, so accounting.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay. I could go anywhere and make more money doing the exact same job, but I work from home, and I will never give that up. Work-life balance.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
Yeah.
It's definitely, that's kind of like for me, I come in here and I do the show, and I get what I have to do done here at the station done, and then I get to work the rest of the day from home until 5.
Yep.
Which is nice because it is a work-life balance. I can run and go pick up a kid, take him to an appointment if I need to, but still get my work done.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. No, listen, what's that meme that's out there that says the only people that are going to remember all those days you work late are your kids?
It is true.
Your job will replace you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it is true.
It will. If I was gone tomorrow, this place wouldn't miss a beat. It would keep going.
Oh, I know, but it would definitely shift the dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
a week or two.
You're selling yourself too
No,
short.
it's not about me. I've been in radio for 22 years. I've seen big names go.
I
either
understand
by
that.
choice or not by choice. And maybe
But you do
maybe
more
a
than
week.
just this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's stuff behind the scenes.
He does all the production stuff that you hear on the air. I mean,
I'm just saying any job,
sports.
they'll replace you. They'll find somebody.
I understand that every single person is replaceable. Christian, I could leave too, and it would be the same thing for me.
You know, but your family.
Yeah.
They need you.
Yep.
So interesting. 4-day work week. Anybody else doing a 4-day work week? I find that very interesting that someone around here is doing that. Going to 4 days. But after April. So after what, tax season?
Probably.
Yeah.
After, the filing deadline.
There you
Well,
go.
I mean, because we have a CPA and, for our nonprofit, I mean, that they're filing our tax returns and stuff. I don't know about as we speak, but they will be in the next few weeks.
Very interesting. By the way, quick hit here, real quick.
Mhm.
You're talking about someone couldn't sleep and all that.
Mhm.
I have a sleep study scheduled to see if I have sleep apnea officially.
I thought you did before.
No.
No.
I couldn't get it scheduled.
Oh.
No matter what I did.
I knew we talked
there
about
was a
it.
misconnect between my doctor's office and the sleep place and the insurance. And it kept going back to back, back and forth, back and forth. We sent it. We didn't get it. We sent it. We didn't get it. Insurance approved it. Now insurance has to approve it again because it took too long. But yeah, the first day of March.
Okay.
So that Friday, it's a Friday night.
Yeah.
I go in for a sleep study. Then we'll see if I have to sleep like a combat pilot the rest of my life.
You know what, though? It's worth it.
So I'm going.
I don't know about the rest of your life.
We'll see.
Can't they do something?
I don't know. We'll find out. I got to do the sleep. That's going to be weird doing a sleep study.
Oh, my brother-in-law said it was awful.
Yeah. How am I supposed to just go to sleep
And they
normally?
wake you up. And then you're like, then you're supposed to go back to sleep when you're in this weird
So you're gonna
phase,
put all
not
these,
your
like,
bed.
things on my head, my chest. You're going to say, all right, go to sleep. In this weird bed, in this weird room.
I couldn't even go to sleep last night after the Super Bowl in my own bed. Are you kidding me?
Knowing that I'm watching you. All right.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are patient because I ain't going to be going to sleep for a long time.
Can you take something to make yourself drowsy?
I don't know. I will. I should probably ask, like, can I come in with,
Can I
like,
have a Benadryl or,
Chuck NyQuil?
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh, man. So I don't know, man. Let me see. They have alternatives to sleep apnea machines. Well, I'm about to find out about it because I'm 99.9% sure I have sleep apnea. Jamie is 102% sure I have sleep apnea.
I will have to check you out next time you fall asleep in a
So-
meeting and see if I notice you holding your breath.
Yeah, like, is he breathing?
Can somebody check on
Is
Christian, please?
He breathing. Jay-Z, Alicia Keys, Empire State of Mind, Q92. All right. Is complimenting hair creepy? That's a question I pose.
What? That's a question that Clint posed when he walked in here.
Yeah, that's we've been talking about. We're going to talk about what Clint said.
Yeah.
So he came in here and he was telling us a story about someone complimenting someone's hair.
Yeah.
Saying, I don't mean to be creepy, but I really like your hair.
Well, he asked me, he said, does that creep you out? Because he said, your hair looks nice today. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Is that creepy? Does that creep you out? And I said, no, we know Clint really well.
Right.
So it doesn't bother me at all. But the question was then posed. At what point is complimenting a woman in public not flattering, but yet then creepy?
I remember, and this is back in the 1900s, a guy I worked with who's no longer with us.
Yeah.
Rest easy. King. But he... we were sitting one day in the studio talking, going over what we're going to do on the show. And a sales girl walked in. Now, this sales girl was a very beautiful.
She was a pretty gal.
Yes.
Okay.
I have no doubt. If she was like, hi, can I talk about your business and advertising? The owner would be like, indeed you can. And she always dressed nice. And she did. She had nice legs. And you know me, I'm a legs ass guy.
Okay, so you were oogling her too in the office.
Then yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was. And this is back in my Youngstown days. She walked in one day to ask a sales question about some sponsorship, things like that. And I will never forget this. We're sitting there and we're all talking. And the gentleman, the older gentleman at the time, he says, I got to tell you. He goes, I just got to tell you. You've got an incredible set of legs. And in my head, no! I knew back. This is 1900s now. Oh, no, this is 2000. This is
Could you hear the clack
2000
of HR's heels coming down the hallway?
2002. I'm like,
No!
I think we're supposed to wait till she leaves the room to say that to each other. I don't think we say it to her.
Right.
Not at work. Not now. And she was very nice about it. And you could tell it was a little like, I'm sorry, but
It probably took her by surprise.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I knew that the guy was not trying to be perverted. I know you're like, oh, sure. I'm telling you, I knew the man. He wasn't. He thought that he was older. Like he was in his 60s at the time. She's in her 20s.
I guess maybe that.
Maybe from a different, but I'm saying maybe from a different generation.
Yeah.
Maybe then that was seen as okay. I don't know. This was way before now. Where you say hi to someone, like, oh God, did I offend you?
Right.
Good morning. Excuse me?
Right.
Damn it. But yeah, I'll never forget that. You've got a incredible set of legs. Oh!
I see.
Jake,
I sent you
afterwards, and then I'm going to find out if I need glasses.
You almost look like a teenager. Okay, so
I just went last week and got the puff test, someone said. So you were, how old did they say to get glasses?
It was at the beginning. Now? Yeah. It was.
How do you put that on your eyeball?
I don't know. I can touch my eyeball all day long.
So I'd be afraid I would miss and like get it stuck in the corner of my eye somewhere in my body.
The worst is when it gets folded and it gets stuck up here in your eyelid. And you've got to like work your eyelid to get it to come out.
I'm telling you, no. Give me glasses.
You know what is ridiculous? You and my husband, if he has to touch his eyeball, like he can't,
like this,
he physically
like this. I'd be like, oh my God, like close my eyes, rubbing them.
Yeah,
you can't come close to my eye.
No, that's how Tony is. Let me tell you, the one time he got pink eye from the kids when they were little, I literally had to like hold him down. He has like lids of steel. I had to pry his eye open to get that eye drop in there.
I get that.
This is Christian in my glasses. If you're watching the live stream, this is Christian wearing my glasses like a month ago. Remember that when I wore my glasses to work? You're like, let me see it.
Yeah.
Because you knew at that time that it might be necessary.
I got my eyes done yesterday, and yes, they do the glaucoma test. I was diagnosed with glaucoma at 23. At 23? Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry.
See, he doesn't look bad, guys.
What happens if they need to dilate your eyes? And I'm driving on instinct.
Oh, that is the worst. They didn't. The first time they did
they
that
would
to
have
me.
told me. I'm sure they would have said, hey, have someone drive you down.
Well, they gave me sunglasses. They're like, you'll be fine. Just be careful with your speed because it's hard to focus up close. They were not kidding. I could have been doing 85 the whole way. I couldn't see the dashboard. I couldn't see the dashboard. I could see the road.
Mine hasn't puffered me the last 3 exams.
Well, you're so lucky because I hate that stupid test. They have to laugh at the expressions on people's faces because I jump every time. I want to be like.
I just remember him showing me the x-ray of my eyeball, and I was like, holy cow. Because I hadn't been to an eye doctor in ever.
Yeah.
Until like last year when I got on Jamie's.
Ever. You never went?
How long was it before I went to a dentist? Till like a year ago.
That's true.
Now I'm like, they love me now. Last time I went, he was
like.
What,
the dentist?
Oh, yeah. Last time I went, he's like, I'm really surprised, like, how good. Christian, Lauren, Jake here. Good morning. How are you guys doing? A couple text messages about the sleeping thing. Have you watched the stand-up special of Joe Coy talking about sleep? I just listened to it during the last song. It was kind of fun. Do they put you to sleep if you can't fall asleep? I have no idea.
I don't think so because they have to keep waking you up, I thought.
I don't know if they wake you up. They monitor you and see how long you stop breathing. It's a pain, but lately I fall asleep without my machine. It's like I'm dying, can't breathe, so it's very much worth it. And once I fall asleep, I'm out. I believe Keller has sleep apnea. He has the machine.
Yeah.
And he's told me before, he's like, you will sleep so much. He's like, you don't understand what a good night's sleep is till you start.
I've heard that before from other people.
He's like, you are going to sleep so much better.
Yeah. Maybe then you'll stay awake for meetings.
It's tough. Because they're so long and they go. And the problem with our meetings is we go on tangents and 15-minute discussions about something that has nothing to do with our meeting.
I mean, it might not even have anything to do with our company.
No, nothing to do with the station. Like, we'll just start talking about like the most random thing.
We do have
like,
that
I
tendency.
saw Bruce Springsteen in concert once.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
10 minutes on someone saw Bruce Springsteen? I mean, it's just our meeting.
And then Mark will be like, and then I got his autograph. I went to the bathroom and I was peeing in the urinal next to it. Like, he's got these random stories.
Mark, whom we love.
Oh, he's like our favorite.
Everyone loves. You can't not love Mark, our sales guy, who is the biggest about this meeting needs to go. This meeting needs to go. Is the one that a lot of times is the reason it goes long.
He really is.
I'm like, well, take your own advice, Mark. You shouldn't take anything to get the test done. They want you in your natural state. The test itself sucks.
Yeah.
But I love my BPAP machine.
CPAP? This should be CPAP.
Yeah.
It was
I
probably just
stopped
typo.
breathing 280 times at night.
Oh my gosh.
My longest was for 45 seconds.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I've been woken up by Jamie many times. You're not breathing.
Do you have
You're
your
not
tonsils?
No, they were taken out.
Oh, so it's not even that like obstructing it. It's just truly an apnea situation.
So, yeah, I go the last Friday of whatever. Of
Do
the
you
month.
feel like you breathe better if you lay on your side?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I have no idea. I just know I fall asleep. A lot of times I wake up throughout the night, and a lot of times I wake up to her over me. You're not breathing. You are not breathing.
I'd pinch you.
She's gotten upset with me over it.
Yeah, as she should.
I want you around. Like, this is not good. Like,
yeah.
Fight me to get the test. And I probably could have fought harder to get the test. But I did.
Us ladies, man, we watch out for you guys. Like my husband, when we first got married, he got up to use the restroom in the middle of the night and he passed out. And I walked in as he was starting to go, and I have no idea how I did it. But I was able to like slide him down so he didn't hit his head on the bathtub. Ever since then, every time he gets up to pee in the middle of the night, if he's taking too long, I'm up like a ninja. I'm like, are you okay? He's like, dear God, go back to bed. It was 15, 20 years ago. I can't. Like, it scared me so bad.
Well,
so we do worry about that. We do. I've listened to him breathe before. Like after he had COVID and stuff, I've taken his pulse while he's asleep. He's like, did I wake up to you taking my pulse? Yep. Sure have.
Well, on this side must be better because I know she tells me to roll over a lot.
Yeah. Well, and then you stop snoring, I think, because you don't have your mouth wide open and like your tongue doesn't fall back in your throat.
Who can sleep on their back all night long without turning? Because I could never do it.
I'm a side and a stomach sleeper. I sleep on my stomach a lot.
But yeah, well, I'll keep you guys updated to see if I have the apnea, but I'm pretty sure I've got sleep apnea. I'm actually very sure I have sleep apnea. What I'm not sure about, do I have a couple minutes here? Sylvester Stallone was talking on Jimmy Fallon, and he has who he thinks should be the next Rambo.
Mind-blowing.
Someone I am a huge fan of. Now, hopefully we all listening right now at least know of Rambo. These were awesome 80s movies. I loved them. Rambo was I had Rambo toys. I still remember the slogan is Rambo, the force of freedom. And I bought all the random Rambo toys. And I would play with them as a kid. And I was all about Rambo. It was a badass.
Of course.
A real badass. Rambo First Blood. Remember that?
Yes, it's been a very, very long time.
He'd wear no shirt. He'd have the bullets across his chest.
Yeah.
And his headband. And his huge-ass gun.
I feel like he always wears a headband.
He would just shoot and kill everyone. He was Rambo, for God's sake.
I guess, yeah.
Well, Sylvester Stallone now, he's not as young as he used to be. Still looks good. Says who he thinks the next Rambo should be. I do not agree, and I love this, man. Listen to this.
There was a talk years ago in some article I saw, or it was actually recent, where you were talking about Rambo. Yeah. And you said if someone else would play Rambo, who would you want it to be? And you said Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
And isn't that bizarre?
I'll tell you why. I met him at a dinner, and obviously we're opposites. He's good looking. I'm not. That's how it works. No, seriously. So imagine me as Ken, like doesn't work at all. So, but he goes, I was fascinated by Rambo, and I used to go to school dressed as Rambo, and people would chase me away, and I still didn't stop, and I, vacation as Rambo. He just kept saying that he had a lot of affiliation with Rambo. And I thought, this is interesting. If I ever pass the baton, I'll pass it on to him because he loves the character.
Could that ever be a real thing? You think he could be in the movie Rambo? He could be the next Rambo?
I would say yes, but I don't know if anyone would say, hey, he's too good looking to be Rambo.
No.
Yeah.
I would like to be Rambo.
Jimbo.
Jimbo, yeah.
Wow. Ryan Gosling loved Rambo growing up.
This is the same guy who was in love with Allie in The Notebook that crushed girls' hearts back in 2004. Same guy that danced in La La Land, which, by the way, is an excellent movie if you haven't seen it.
I'm telling you right now, I am a huge Ryan Gosling fan. I really am.
Yeah, I love him.
I think he's hilarious. He's got this dry delivery of his comedy that I think is very good. Besides, he can also do the romantic comedy thing. He can do comedy. And he's actually hilarious when he's on Saturday Night Live. If you ever want to laugh, go to YouTube and look up any clip of him on that show. He cannot keep a straight face in any skits, and it makes it even more funny. Like, it's hilarious how many skits he starts laughing at.
Yeah.
But Rambo? No. Then my thought is, who could be Rambo in 2024? What actor could you see being Rambo?
Zac Efron.
You probably could. You probably could. Damn you.
Hey, he's got the muscles.
You probably mean that.
And since he had that accident and had to have some facial work, he's kind of got the jawline for it now, too.
Good Lord.
Who else then?
I'm trying to think. A real Rambo.
Yeah, you got
Would
nothing.
The Rock be too old?
I think.
He's got the build for it.
He does have the build. What about Jason Momoa?
I think a Jason Momoa is possible.
Maybe not with the long hair though.
No, he could have hair, but not. He couldn't. I don't know. Like they made him Aquaman, and he looked like nothing like the Aquaman I knew growing up.
That's true.
Aquaman didn't have long hair.
Yeah.
He had this really tight, I don't know. Jason Statham, Gerard Butler, Liam Neeson. Liam's too old.
Yeah, Liam Neeson's too old.
And Liam's not. You got to be jacked. Gerard Butler. We go back. Remember the 300 movies?
Yeah,
he was jacked for those.
Gerard Butler could happen.
Could he be a Rambo?
That's like Once Upon a Time. I think that oh my gosh, what's his name? I can see his face. He was in I'm Maximus Meridius Decimus.
Oh
my gosh, why am
Gladiator?
Yes, but what's his name?
Russell Crowe.
Yes. Like Once Upon a Time, he could have probably done it, but I think he's too old too.
That is one of the most badass scenes in the history of movies.
Yeah.
When he reveals himself. And he takes off the mask.
Oh,
and
I
tells
agree.
him
It's
who he is.
gripping, just
Oh!
like, my name is Ignore Montoya.
Oh.
You killed my father.
Well,
you must die.
I think it was a little better than Princess Bride.
I love Princess Bride.
But it was much more badass what Russell Crowe did.
Yeah.
He turned around.
Little better.
Oh, a little better. Father to a murdered whatever. And I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Yeah.
Just stares him down.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Same thing.
Yeah.
How about Hugh Jackman as Rambo?
Okay. Maybe.
Tom Hardy. Apparently you guys put a lot of thought into this.
Right?
Miles Teller or Chris Pratt?
Oh, Miles Teller.
Rambo's got to be...
Miles Teller has too cute of a face. I think Chris Pratt, because he's cute too, but I think he has the more like more manly. Like
Rambo had
frame.
long hair, but not Momoa long.
Yeah.
It was almost like a well-kept, not quite mullet. Vin Diesel could be Rambo. Channing Tatum would make a good Rambo, someone says. Another one for Chris Pratt for Rambo. Chris or Liam Hemsworth
I think
would
Chris
make
Pratt.
a good Rambo. Thor would make a good Rambo.
Yeah.
But again, he might be... you can only be handsome to a certain point to be
Yeah,
Rambo.
you can't be too pretty.
Yeah, you're Rambo.
And to me, Chris Pratt can be too pretty. Depends.
Interesting. You have more thoughts on who should be Rambo?
Speaking of Chris Pratt, not that it's like, but his ex-wife, April from Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
What did you think about the Dew commercial? That was a good one.
I didn't see it.
And then Ron Swanson showed up flying next to her.
I didn't see it.
Oh, I'll play it back for you. You're gonna love it.
I didn't see it. It's Machine Gun Kelly, emo girl. It's cute.
I am a god.
How is the world not talking about this more? How is every show, whether you're sports talk, wacky FM morning show, news talk, farm talk, NPR, smooth jazz, I don't know, whatever it is you're talking about, why was yesterday the only thing people were talking about not the Navy pilot testifying under oath in front of our government that basically there are UFOs? Not basically, he claims there are. And mind you, he's under oath. Now, have people probably lied under oath? Probably, but that's really far to take it for a lie. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's really far to take it to go, I'm going to sit in front of Congress for a joke or just for poops and giggles. This guy was speaking yesterday. I mean, I've known there's aliens. You can't tell me that out of all the planets and all the universes and all the solar systems, we are the only one that has living beings. And people tell me, yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Like, does that make sense? Does that really make sense?
Well, I mean, it's been long known that like the Navy and the Air Force, I mean, different branches of the military have had video that they have actually released of things that they believe could be UFOs.
Yeah. What do they call them now? UABs, they call them, or something else? They call it. They have a new name they call them. I mean, this is the clip of him telling you. I mean, it's right here.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
And was this documentary evidence, this video, photos, eyewitness? Like, how would that be determined?
The specific documentation I would have to talk to you in a skiff about.
I don't know what a skiff is, but that's where they'd have to talk. Someone Google skiff.
I'm on it.
I assume that means like in private, away from everybody
Q92
else.
forecast for Mark Johnson.
You know what I mean?
It is
Maybe in
on
a
the way
padded
now.
room. I remember after my grandma passed away, she lived right next to us, and her phone rang, and I answered it. They were like,
I bet you that was jarring.
Is Mary in there? And I said, nope. And they said, you know when she'll be back? I said, nope. And they go, well, do you know where I could find her? And I said, yes, Resurrection Cemetery. And the guy's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was like, not your problem. You didn't know. I was like, you didn't know. I wasn't mad. I just was like, Resurrection Cemetery is where you can find her. I am so sorry. Anyone got a crazy work story or something their boss asked them to do? I don't want to get names or nothing. I'm not trying to get anyone sued or,
right.
But anyone got any weird requests from their job that made you go, what? I guess the closest thing I got, and I've told this story, I think, over the years a couple of times. I applied for summer help when I was going to YSU. Make some money on the side, some money off tuition.
Yeah.
They were like, and I always wanted to work the parking decks. Because anytime I saw the parking decks, it was just some kid chilling with his phone or a book. Boop, hit the button, lower the gate, open the gate. You know what I mean? I was like, that looks like the easiest job in the world.
Right.
So it was right after spring classes went out. It was summertime. So a lot less people on campus, obviously. Only people taking summer classes. Not nearly as busy. You could even say a little dead at the time. I go in day one. I go to the building I'm supposed to report to, and they hand me a walkie-talkie and gloves. I'm thinking to myself, gloves. They go, all right, you're going to go here. Chris, you're going to go here, and you're going to be mulching and raking. And I go, no, I'm sorry. I applied for I was the parking deck. I'm going to work the parking deck. And they go, oh, yeah, no. Parking does landscaping in the summer. Excuse me? Yeah, parking, they do landscape. I was like, that was not told to me.
Right.
Like, oh, yeah, they do.
Huh.
Is that a problem? And me being the bitch I am? No.
Right.
So I worked for a day and quit the next day. I went home and called them immediately and said, I will not be coming in tomorrow. I'm quitting.
Oh.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
Well, I was supposed to work the parking deck.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I'm mulching the campus.
I guess so.
If I'd have signed up for landscaping, yes.
But you didn't have any friends that did it previously,
No.
or you didn't know anything about that?
It just looked like the easiest job in the world. It said that it was open for the summer. I was like, I'm going to hit that button all day. Boop, pull on in. Boop, see you later. No, they're like, you're going to mulch the campus.
Yeah.
So I quit out of principle and laziness.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
For your Monday, a little bit of sunshine mixing with clouds. We're going to stay dry. Our high 42 degrees. Overnight, most of the snow is well to our south. Maybe a flurry here and there. Our low 31. I am RJ Weather from News 5.
Pride night in Cleveland at the Guardians game. We were waiting in line for $2 beers for quite some time. You were with friends. I was alone. I wanted to speak to you so bad. I hope the look in your eyes was attraction from your side, too. And that's it.
Wow.
So if you were in line for $2 beers, Pride night at the Guardians game, and you had attraction in your eyes, someone's looking for you.
What does that look like?
Depends.
I just put a muscle in my stomach.
A lot of things. Ton of things. A million faces you could make. It's creeping right here on today's hit music. Q92. Now coming up, we're getting close to the 9 o'clock hour. Oh man, a bunch of you guys for John Cena for Rambo. Okay. Brock Lesnar would be a good one. Dave Bautista, always wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Someone said Will Smith as Rambo.
Someone said Pierce Brosnan. Too old.
Pierce Brosnan.
Too hairy. No way.
Yeah, Lauren has a. You have body hair. Lauren can't stand you. Can't be by Lauren.
I can be friends with you. I just.
Tell you what, Will Smith could get jacked and be a Rambo.
Yeah.
You could get him on a regiment. I always liked his movies.
Men in Black?
Yeah, great. Well, he was good.
I like
Ali.
the soundtrack.
Remember him and Ali? He got real big for Ali.
He did. You're right. What about Michael B. Scott?
Jordan?
Michael B. Jordan.
He would be good.
Yep.
He would be good as well. There's a lot of options.
Why did I say Scott?
I don't know. Well, you're talking about I don't know. Were you talking about The Office?
We were talking about Parks. Kind of, yeah.
Gotcha. 9 o'clock hour, Mark Johnson. What's the week going to be like weather-wise? He'll tell you. Pitbull, Keshett's Timber. Just joining us, we were talking middle of last hour, about my not daughter sets like 5 alarms to go off from 6 a.m. to like 6:50. She wakes up, sets the next one, tries to go back to sleep. Sets the next one, goes back to sleep, et cetera, et cetera.
This continues for an hour.
I found that idiotic. Not her, it.
The process.
We had a big discussion last night. She said, I just don't get it.
You don't?
I'm an old head or whatever, but I don't get it.
Is that what she called you?
No, that's what I call myself. So I'm like, why would you not just sleep that 50 minutes of full sleep? That's an hour of sleep.
Yeah.
You don't get it. And that's not her voice, but that's what I'll use from now on. You don't get it. You don't get it. Lauren just sets a normal alarm. You have one backup, oh crap alarm.
Yeah, but it's like 30 minutes later.
I set an alarm. I have one snooze that's like 5 minutes after that. I have my alarm, the loudest volume, the most annoying noise you can have. Jake is also a little bit of a multi-alarm guy now. Are you still that way now, Jake?
No, I'll say like one or two.
One or two, and you're good to go. Yeah. So we had a couple phone calls. A lady called in her 30s. She said, I'm in my 30s, and I do the same thing.
Yeah.
She sets like multiple alarms. And one of the reasons my not daughter said she does this is because she won't wake up as angry.
Yeah, she's gently waking herself up. I think it's the healthiest, wisest use of time? No. But I understand her logic and that,
A lot of you, we had 2 phone calls, and we had a lady who said she's a psych major, and studies have shown that actually is worse, and you get less sleep, and you'll be more tired and more irritable.
Yeah.
And that checks out with the not daughter. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So, a lot of you text. Let's read some of them. See what you guys do. Mine goes off every 5 minutes from 6:20 to 6:40.
Every how many minutes?
5 minutes. So you could have slept that 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I do that system too. It gradually wakes you up, and when it's finally ready for you to get up, I don't feel as groggy.
See, it works for some
Nuts.
people.
I'm 38. I set my alarms just like her, crying, laughing emoji. I'm a mom of 3 kids, ages 15, 11, and 8. I'm 33, and I do that sometimes. She sent in a screenshot. She has an alarm at 5:36, 6:15, and 6:30. You guys, you could be sleeping.
Angela on Facebook says, I have one alarm only. I can barely stand to hear it once, much less it going off multiple times.
Absolute. I have 5 alarms set 6 minutes apart. The last alarm having a total different sound. My God, a lot of these people do this. The Not Daughter's correct. You gradually waking up a little bit more with each alarm.
You better tell her to go back and watch this segment on YouTube so she can hear how many listeners have her back.
The question to you, Lauren, is what is your true favorite beer? I don't care about seltzers or liquor. Beer.
Everyday beer, like
if Lauren wants an ice cold beer on a rough day, only a beer. I don't want to hear Truly. I don't want to hear wine cooler. I want to hear
I drink beer.
Well, listen, I drink Trulies too. I'm just saying, like, it's
I
beer
know.
day. It's not hard seltzer day.
Either Miller Lite or Modelo.
Miller Lite or Modelo?
Yeah.
I would say I'm Miller Lite or Bud Light. Those are the 2 beers that I think have the best taste.
Yep.
To me. Jake, your favorite beer? I don't know why Lauren and I are naming 2 each. But
I can't name one.
You don't have a favorite beer?
You don't like beer?
Not at all. I have never finished a beer. I've tried.
You've never finished a beer in your life?
No, because I tried once because I know Star's dad likes drinking beers. And I was like, maybe one day he would want to have a beer with me. So I tried to force myself to have a beer one time. I couldn't do it.
Are
Do you have a video of that?
Wait.
No, I don't.
Are you talking about you had a beer with Daddy? Is that what you're talking about?
No. It was alone.
Daddy David and Poo Poo Face?
No, I did not. I was trying to
tickle fight?
Okay, Christian.
I was trying to prepare myself for that moment, but it never happened because I was doing it alone. But no, I couldn't finish it.
Listen, some people don't like, I get it. There are people that just don't like the taste of beer.
Do you like pumpkin beers? Because now's
No,
the
I
time
don't
for
like
all
pumpkin.
of that. I had my first pumpkin ale at Winking Lizard last weekend. It was so good. But if you guys are listening and you really enjoy pumpkin beer, it's kind of expensive, but it is so worth it. Because you only really drink one, right? And then you have your follow-up beer, like Miller Lite or Modelo or whatever.
Right. O'Doul's. Right.
Something
Right.
like that. Southern Tier Pumpkin Nitro is so stinking good.
Have you been drunk, Jake?
One time.
Off what, wine coolers?
No, it was the strawberry daiquiris or pina colada.
Oh, I thought he was going to say,
that.
I had that half a beer.
All right. So, been drunk once in your life at 24.
Yeah.
And cannot stand the taste of beer. You've never been able to even finish a bottle of beer.
Correct.
Okay. Last time you even had liquor or alcohol?
A couple days ago.
Oh, look at you.
Whoa.
Look at you.
Not the answer I was thinking was going to come
And
out of his mouth.
Was it a daiquiri?
No, I made I took coconut rum and ginger ale and blue snow cone syrup and just mixed it together because I was desperate.
Interesting.
Fruity little drink. Okay.
You are so fascinating. Just
You know,
so
you should make
fascinating.
a snow cone and do that concoction. That would be really good. Like
We've-
boozy snow cones. And
We've thought about that so many times.
oh my
but we
gosh.
just never.
Jake, that's another part of your business.
Yeah.
For adults. The adult
it's
adult
been-
bounce party.
It's been thought about, but liquor license and stuff like that, I don't know how to.
Yeah, it's legit.
I'll help you.
I
I'm serious. Okay.
The things of it. You know how to make a bomb?
Don't ask him.
no.
Okay. Wouldn't shock me. He was like, well, of course.
Did you ever make those bombs?
What kind would you like?
We lost power literally all of the time. Like one big gust, lights out. Like that's all it took. Yeah, done. We'd be done. We'd be sitting in the dark.
Jake, pretend you're the wind.
Oh, look, power went out. I don't know what.
That was performance art right there. That was Shakespearean. We should take that on the road.
What was that?
Yeah, Jake, you were just whispering. I said, "Be the wind." I have a secret.
But like when we moved, we switched power companies. We never lose power. Ever. I shouldn't say that. We lost it right before Christmas last year, and we were out almost all day.
When I lived in Alliance, I actually would lose my power a lot.
No, like legit. Like, how does this even happen? I want to see if you. Who did you have?
I'm not bashing them. I had Ohio Edison. Rock Boy right here on today's hit music, Q92. It is 7 minutes after 9. We are in the 9 o'clock hour. How about that on your Monday? Moving quite briskly along. Speaking of brisk, it's colder this week.
Yeah, we have the potential for some snow, but I don't think our area is going to get very much. But I think Mark said most of it's going south of us, which I'm sure he'll tell us more about.
I was going to say, why? We'll let him tell us in person. He's going to be joining the show here in about 10 minutes like he does every Monday. We'll get his thoughts on the Super Bowl last night. And he'll let us know what's coming. I saw a text someone said, for some reason, I see a little snow coming this week. Yeah, the weather patterns change. I'm choosing to be grateful that we had a great weather week last week.
Oh, my gosh. Even Saturday was nice.
Yeah, it didn't get colder as quick.
Yeah, as I thought it was going to.
I kind of thought Saturday was just going to be like a boom.
No, it was nice.
More seasonable now. It is only February.
It made me pine for the days that I don't have to grab a jacket when I run out to run errands.
I'm back to pants and hoodie now this week. I was hoodie and shorts last week.
I'm turtlenecking it again.
We're back to pants.
I'm obsessed with turtlenecks. Why?
I don't know.
I think it's because I'm cold all the time.
But you are. Your neck in particular?
I think it helps like keep me warm.
Well, I mean, that's what a turtleneck's designed to do.
I know.
I wouldn't like that feeling of like I'm being choked by Argyle.
It's not
you know
tight.
what I mean?
It's not tight.
I don't like. I couldn't do this.
It's like
all
a
day.
hug for your neck.
Like Anakin Skywalker when they took off Darth Vader's mask.
And it's great because when I'm in here with you guys and I have to cough, you know what I do. I do this.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I'm obsessed with turtlenecks. I fully own it. I know
Good for
this.
you. I mean, that's what you like. That's what you like.
But you'll see my neck again when it gets above 60 consistently.
Next season. It's next
And
season.
it's not even like I have a weird neck. I just have a neck. Like, I just love turtlenecks.
Jake, you ever wear a turtleneck?
No.
Would you ever wear a turtleneck?
No.
Yeah.
Why? Even SpongeBob said the best time to wear a striped sweater is all the time. One with a collar.
Turtleneck. That's the kind.
Right. That's
I know.
right.
I don't really. I found a turtleneck. I feel like it's constricting. I feel like it's literally like choking.
Oh, I just feel like it's a nice warm hug. And it keeps the draft from going down my shirt. Makes me chilly.
I don't know that I have any drafts going down my shirt.
Well, not right now because look, you've got your hoodie.
I'm rocking my.
I know, Scott.
I don't know if you guys can see that. The Scott Body Shop from One Tree Hill.
Yep, good old Keith.
No, I failed 2 listeners doing One Tree Hill trivia. I still love the show. Loved it on my hoodie.
Hopefully later this week, I think we will have tickets to other shows. Like, someone will pick you to play again, and you might be triumphant.
I don't know. When you're 0 for 2, I don't know who's all going to pick. Not sure that's going to happen.
Well, you begged for the second one to pick you.
Did.
And then they did.
Wasn't ready for the question.
Now you know how I felt when I lost New Kids on the Block tickets.
Did you?
I did for a listener, not for a radio roulette, but New Kids trivia.
I felt more mad at myself. Like,
disappointed.
How did I not know those?
Yeah.
Turtlenecks, Crocs, and Speedos in the summer. Someone texted in. I'll never be able to get into Crocs, and I can only pray my son does not turn to Crocs. But I have a feeling I'm going to come home one day, and Jamie's going to be like, "I got him Crocs."
Here's the thing: my kids had Crocs when they were younger, and they were nice for them to like slip their shoes on and off. But when they'd come in for the night, holy Lord, it's like I had to pick them up and carry them into the bathroom to like wash their feet off.
Ugh.
Because you got all that dirt and grass and stuff going through the holes.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it.
It's gross.
I don't want to think about it. It's bad enough when he gets fed. I think it's the grossest thing in the world.
When what?
When Jamie feeds him, and he just grabs food with his hand. I have to walk away.
Why?
It's the grossest thing in the
He
world.
has to learn the hand to mouth
When
coordination.
I feed him, I'm so meticulous. There's not a drop on his hands or his mouth when I'm
What
done
fun
feeding.
is that for him?
It's fun for me.
Stop being anal and let him be a kid.
And she just lets him like rub bananas all over his head.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are we
Grab a
doing?
wet wipe and clean it up.
We have to hose him down now.
So?
Who eats? Oh, she thinks it's fine. I have to walk away.
I have a picture of my son. I turned to my back for like 2 seconds. I kept looking over my shoulder. I'm like, he's fine. He's fine. I gave him a chocolate pudding cup.
Just fling it everywhere.
Oh my God. I don't know what happened in a matter of 30 seconds. I have a picture. His whole face is chocolate. I mean, when I say whole face.
Just toss it somewhere on the walls and stuff.
Yeah, it was bad.
Jimmy's starting that I'm going to throw things face.
I mean, he was like 2 when he did it.
He's like, oh, I love this glass of water. Not glass. I love this cup of water. Like, oh, there it goes.
Yeah. There's certain phases they go through. He's gone through
I think I'm done with this
going to
pinky.
drop this just to see you pick it up phase.
He gets no now. We're teaching him no's.
Yeah.
It's funny because Jamie hit him with the mom voice. He
Mhm.
cried.
Oh.
I was like, way to go, Mom.
He's got to learn, though.
I laughed. Oh, she hit him with the hard no.
Yeah.
Like the hard no. And he
Oh, broke his little heart.
just behind him going, oh, man. Nailed him with the mom voice. Christian's going to be the dad from A Christmas Story. I'm going to try. If we can get him to not get into Crocs, I would really appreciate it. I know it's a dream. It's not going to happen, but I would like if we could avoid the Crocs. Especially when you're a teenager. Have some pride. I could almost see it as like a toddler.
No, I mean, the kids in high school like it because they can just slip them on
I'm
and off.
watching. I was at church yesterday. There were kids rocking Crocs at church.
Yeah, that I don't know
Nice
about
pants, nice sweater.
That's
Crocs.
taken wholly to a different level, and I don't think that it's the kind that God was referencing.
No, not at all. Not come to me, children, unless you have Crocs. I think is what he said. It's Tate McRae, Greedy, Q92. Saturday we went out. We took the kids swimming at his grandfather's.
Oh, that's
Jamie's,
fine.
her father's. We went over there and we swam.
Yeah.
Did that. Then, unfortunately, we tried to eat food afterwards. And I had 2 consecutive awful ordering experiences.
So, like, you DoorDash.
Where I went, no,
Okay.
we tried to go. It was, first of all, it was weird to begin with. Watch the time. Okay. It was weird to begin with because I suggested after swimming, hey, why don't we all just go get someone little? I don't want to go to like an expensive
Right.
somewhere. I don't care if it's fast food or just a place that's quick, not that expensive. Let's just grab a bite while we're out. I was like, yeah. And then somehow we end up going to Mexican, which if you know me at all, you know I can't stand Mexican food.
I love it.
As far Mexican food as I go is Chipotle. So the whole time we're driving, I'm like, if this was my idea.
And it got hijacked.
And somehow we're going to a place where everyone knows I won't like any of the food. But I'm thinking there's got to be something, right? Got to be something.
No.
Maybe they have an American menu or some stuff. I know Don Poncho's has actually an awesome American menu.
Yeah, their fries are so good.
Burger, fry, the grilled cheese. It's awesome. This place did not.
Okay.
So I decided, I was thinking, okay, I like Chipotle. What if I get a burrito? And I'm just very specific to the man. And I say, I just want steak and rice.
Yeah, simple.
Seems like, okay, that might work.
Right?
That might work. I didn't take into account that I was in an authentic Mexican restaurant. So I explained this to the gentleman, and he nodded many times.
I got it.
I said, just, burrito, just steak and rice. You don't want this. I don't want that. You don't want this. I don't want that. Do you want this? I don't want that. I thought I just said I wanted just steak and rice. In my head, I said this. I'm like, I thought I made this pretty clear.
I was going to say, did you say this to the waiter?
I said
Because that
steak,
doesn't sound like you.
and he just kept questioning other things that, like, I said I didn't want on it.
Right.
And I spent
He was making sure.
a good couple minutes going, no, just steak and rice. Just steak and rice. Do you want tomatoes? Just steak and rice. Do you want this? Just steak and rice. And somehow that wasn't working. So it comes out.
And it wasn't steak and rice.
First of all, my own fault. I probably expected to see something looking like a Chipotle burrito. And it came out like this very loosely wrapped, I guess, burrito, if you will. Now, first of all, there was cheese on the side and cheese drizzled on the top. I have no idea where the cheese came into the picture. After I spent 10 minutes saying, just steak and rice. Just steak and rice.
Well, but they love to garnish with their queso.
Just steak and rice.
And most people would appreciate that. Queso
I
drizzle.
looked at that and I felt bad because the girls both looked at me like, oh no. And I looked at my plate. I looked at them. I looked back at my plate. I just thought, here we go. Scrape off the cheese. My poor fiance was trying to, oh no, we can fit. I'm like, it's fine. Please sit down. Please sit down. Because she's starting to get up, coming over to my plate. Like, please sit down. I love you. Please sit down. Let's not make a scene in the damn Mexican restaurant.
I get
I'm
that.
the picky eater.
Yeah, but she felt bad because she probably knew, like, he doesn't even like this to begin with, and that's what he got. Oh, God.
So I scrape off the cheese. Then I go to pick it up. And the whole GD thing just falls apart. It was so wrapped loosely, it just...
Right.
It looked like a piece of bologna. The rice is orange. I was like, what the hell is orange rice?
Well, a lot of times they'll put, like, salsa or tomato paste. Like, that's how you make Mexican rice.
That made me like, oh, here we go. This is just great. So I mustered it down somehow to say it didn't taste good, in my opinion, realizing that I don't like Mexican food and everyone else does. It was awful.
What are you doing right now exactly? You look like, I don't even know what. You have a second to pop over to Facebook, YouTube, or X. You
Enjoying
look
myself.
so weird. You look like you're getting ready to go like scuba diving, like a wetsuit.
Oh, how cool would that be?
Look at it, doesn't it? Like, you know how they put the hood up?
Yeah,
and
it
then
does look like a wetsuit.
We're looking for the Titanic. We'll be back.
That, or what's that one where they would drop them? Oh, what is Cuba Gooding Jr. was in it? He was he went
that's
down.
a great movie.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And they would like put the big helmet
Men of
on.
Honor? Men of Honor?
Maybe.
Medal of Honor? Something honor.
Hey, it's Keller from Afternoons on Q92. Tune in weekdays from 2 until 6 p.m. and come hang out. We've got amazing prizes, fantastic music. It's going to be a good time.
Have you ever in your life
You're
wanted
going
to put
to
a
be
toe in your
arrested.
mouth?
A toe in my mouth?
Have you ever, other than maybe Jimmy's, like to kiss them?
That is the cutest
It
thing
is
in the
really
world.
cute.
That
I've
is the
done it.
cutest thing in the world.
But an adult's toe, have you ever had the urge?
I don't hate feet. I'm not necessarily a
Have you ever wanted to suck them though?
wanted. I'm sure I have.
Like suck a toe?
I'm sure I have.
Ugh.
I'm not boring, Lauren. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm not missionary only. Lights off.
you're so dumb.
All right, that is.
You're so dumb.
I'm not.
I have never.
And no
though.
talking. No talking.
Mm.
But there is a huge difference in that with two consenting adults and going into a stranger's hotel room.
I get it.
Sounds like the guy from Mr. Deeds that loved changing socks.
You know,
crazy.
I know you've always told me about the foot fetish and all that kind of stuff. We've had discussions off air about this.
Christian, no, don't lie on air. I'm just lie. No, I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I was watching TikTok last night. It's so weird that this topic came up. And some lady, you know where they go up to people and they're like, all right, what's your name? What do you do for a living? How much do you make? And it'll be like a bunch of different professions in different cities, like, and how much they make. And the girl was like, I don't want to tell you. And she's like, why? When she asked her what she did for a living. She's like, I sell foot pictures and videos. And she's like, on OnlyFans? She's like, no, there's a website called Fun with Feet.
Or Foot Finder.
Well, it's called Fun with Feet, the one she was talking about. And she's like, how much have you made this year? And she's like, I'm really close to $100,000. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So obviously the foot fetish obsession is a lot larger than any of us know or are willing to admit, obviously.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. It's a money maker. And it's not even, think about the girls on OnlyFans. You're not even doing that. You're just taking off a sock.
Yeah.
Here on today's hit music, it is Q92. It is 9:25, and if it's a Monday in the 9 o'clock hour, that means we are being joined by the one and only, the infamous, the superfluous. I don't throw that word around lightly.
Superfluous?
Yeah, look it up. It's a real one.
Okay.
It's Mark Johnson from News Channel 5 joining us. How we doing, Mark?
He dropped out.
Oh, that's perfect timing.
He's having internet issues this morning. He's gotten in, gotten out like 3 or 4 times.
I thought I heard him for a second.
You probably did for a second.
Damn it. Well, we'll see if he gets back in there because this is when he's supposed to talk to us. But I was looking forward to talking to him because we have colder weather this way. I want to know what he thought about the Super Bowl, too. I want to know his opinion.
You want to text him and see if he just wants to do a phoner?
No, but what I could do is text him and see if he wants to do a phoner.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, is he back?
Yeah.
We're going to try this again here. Let's see if we can get him on with us here. Mark,
Hey,
you hear us?
I hear you. My internet's going in and out ever since the Super Bowl.
Well, if you want, you can. If you want to call the station line, we can put you on via the phone if you like.
Yeah, Yeah, that way everybody.
You know, whatever you want to do. Although we're on right now, so
we'll roll like this. And if you happen to drop, what I'll do is I'll just text you the phone number. You can just call us right back.
there you go. How are you doing? Did your team win?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Lauren. She's all about the love story, so she was loving last night.
Yes.
Was there any proposal on the field or anything?
No,
No.
nothing like that. Just a lot of kissing and hugging, and I love yous.
It was cute.
Yeah, but what happened with Taylor and Travis?
Yeah.
Now, did you like the game last night?
A little slow the first half.
Okay.
You know, I was kind of pulling for Purdy and San Fran. You know, I really was. The kid from Medina did really, really well on San Fran yesterday. He had a good game. I was really pulling for him.
Yeah, well, the 49ers have a lot of ties, especially the Youngstown area with the DeBartlows and the York family. So there's a lot of Northeast, and that was him dropping?
Yep, he's gone.
All right. I didn't think that was going to last very long.
No, I could tell because he was so frozen the whole time.
So
it is what it is. It's a Monday, so I wouldn't expect anything. You know what I mean? It just, he said since the Super Bowl. His internet's been that way.
His internet has not been going very well. So we'll get him here on the phone quickly here, get him back on here momentarily. But, you know, like I said, a lot of Niner fans in Northeast Ohio. There's a lot of them because, like I said, the DeBartlo family, the York family. I mean, there's times the Niners have come to the East Coast to play a couple weeks. They stay in Youngstown.
Yeah.
They practice at YSU.
There was a really cute little girl that held up a sign that said, "I love you, Travis, but I'm here for the Bay." And it was BAY.
All right, I think I got this ready to go here. All right. Mark, are you there on the phone?
I am here.
All right.
Sometimes the old Alexander Graham Bell stuff works better.
Yeah, you're right. So sometimes the old faithfuls work better than some of the new stuff, you know?
You got it.
So, all right. Well, the Super Bowl was great. Did you like Usher at halftime?
Usher was pretty good. It was a little frenetic for me. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It just was a little all over the place. It was just a little bit, to me, I don't know. It felt like it was just busy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I felt like it was too much. Just because you have a catalog of 20 hits doesn't mean we had to try and play all of them. It was too short for each song.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great artist, and he has a limited amount of time, so you want to throw in everything. It was cool to see Alicia Keys in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
You know, it was cool. It was good. You got to love it. I was bebopping to it, so it was good.
I was enjoying it. And the roller skates threw me for a second.
Me too.
For a second. And then I realized I think he had a music video with roller skates before. But at first, when I was like, why are we?
Either. I'll tell you, he did okay with the roller skates.
Yeah. It's not easy to sing to a stadium while at a roller rink that
he
you
was
just brought
definitely out of breath.
Yeah.
You could tell he was singing.
He was singing live because I was like, man, this guy is like in his 40s roller skating and singing and dancing.
And he was sweating like crazy.
He was.
Singing and dancing. Although the refrains were recorded and he was just kind of doing, a few little phrases in there when he was just trying to catch his breath. I get it, man. That's a lot of work.
Yeah. That was a performance. Of course, lost his shirt at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Wanted to don't know how that happened.
The ladies sitting here on my couch were loving that.
So another season in the books. Maybe next year we'll be talking about the Browns in the Super Bowl. What do you think, Mark?
Maybe. You know what? If we get our team back and they're whole again, how can we not play as well as we did, right?
Yeah, as well as they played for missing the key players they missed for as long as, we lost Chubb, week 2 or 3 for the year?
Yeah, it was not far in.
Yeah, lost
Lyman.
Lyman.
It was crazy. And you got Watson. He's another year older. Let's see if he can get back to form. Chubb back in there. We lost how many members of the offense and the defense? I mean, we were down almost a whole football team.
Yeah, and they played that well and made it as far as they did. I mean, a lot of teams would not have. So we'll see. Another year of getting healthy, some draft picks, maybe a couple free agents. So we'll see where it happens.
More importantly, what were your favorite commercials last night?
Oh, Dung Kings, 100%.
Yeah, I guess I'd have to go with
the
that.
The Dung Kings with Matt Damon.
Oh, that was pretty funny.
Oh, I loved it.
Did you have a favorite?
Well, believe it or not, I thought the ones with the suits cast were good. There were 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
One was for T-Mobile. That was funny. I thought the Arnold Schwarzenegger one
You know what? Now that you remind me of that, and I
Neighbor.
hadn't thought about it at all till you brought that up, that probably was my
like
favorite.
a good neighbor.
Yeah.
No, it's neighbor.
They even brought in Danny DeVito because of Twins.
Twins.
Yeah.
Who doesn't remember? Oh, Twins.
Yeah,
there's
it
a
was
gem of a movie people
And I
forget
told you,
about.
I love the Mountain Dew one. If you're a Parks and Rec fan, I think that was fun because it was April and Ron Swanson.
That
was really good. And,
Yeah.
and believe it or not, there are a couple of products that I'm going to buy now. That one soda they were advertising.
Oh, yeah, the
Starry?
new
Poppy
soda.
or something.
Yeah, it's like Poppy. No, it's
Oh,
Poppy.
Poppy. I think it's so funny because they kept calling it soda, but they named their product Poppy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Exactly right.
I was like, what?
And, I'm curious now. I want to go out and buy it. 5 grams of sugar.
Yeah.
So I guess it works.
I would
You know
try
what?
that.
That's a good one too. That's something. Maybe we should try it on the show. We'll go get some Poppy and try it on the show. And
Okay,
see
they
if
sell
we're
it
going
at-
to try it live on the show.
There
They
you
have
go.
it at Costco.
Well, yeah, they got everything at Costco.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You can buy
All
bazookas
right,
at Costco.
I'm a member.
Yeah. I was disappointed. I saw one for Cetaphil that I was supposed to air. I did not see it air. We even had the pregame on for like an hour and a half, but it was about dads and daughters and basically insinuating the impact of pop culture with the football with the NFL this year because of the whole Taylor Travis effect. And it was like a tearjerker. It like really pulled at your heartstrings. And I did not see it
Interesting.
air. Yeah, but it was all over social.
Well, yeah. You either want to go comedy or you want to go heartstring.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a
Kind
heartstring.
of
Yeah.
where you want to go. So
I was not sure about all those homes.com commercials. I didn't quite get
Yeah,
it. But
me either.
Okay.
I didn't know I was saying Timu wrong. I didn't know
no
it
one
was
did apparently.
Temu or Temu or whatever it is. Shamu. I don't know. It was. I did not know. I was like, I've been saying it wrong the whole time.
I know.
And they must have bought.
what did they have? Like 3 commercials?
They had
I was-
That's
5.
like
I was
21
going to say
million.
they had a advertising budget, some of which I've never seen.
Which tells you how much business they're doing.
Serious.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Timu, we don't care what you call it. Just use the app. you know?
Right.
All right. Well, Mark,
Shamu, I'm in.
Shamu.
Right.
That'd be a great app. All right. So a colder week ahead, and like we're gonna dodge some snow tonight, Mark.
Yeah, you are. The system that's coming our way is moving farther south, so it's going to be a minimal impact on the greater Canton area. I'm going to throw in a little bit of light snow tonight, but if you don't see any snow at all, do not be surprised. I've got to throw it in just in case you get a brief little light snow shower flurry that comes in between, 9 p.m. and 4 a.m., something like that, but it's not going to amount to much. You're going to be fine tomorrow. Sorry, kids, you're going to have school. But, a flurry, if that much, light snow shower, dusting of snow on the windshield. It's not going to be heavy at all. If you're going down toward the Ohio River tonight, you might get an inch or 2 of snow there. But, this one is much farther south now. So just a minor inconvenience. And tomorrow will be probably, today we're in the 40s. Tonight will be around 31. And tomorrow, again, we'll be near 40 degrees for the high temp. It's kind of a quiet week. Thursday, we get a little rain snow mix coming in. But even that doesn't look like anything huge. So quiet week, back to near average for temps, upper 30s, lower 40s.
All right. Well, what about next week? Do we have anything that you see coming that we should keep our eyes on? Or are we going to stay, seasonable with temperatures? Can we expect another cool down?
Well, I'll tell you, we do expect temperatures to be more seasonable from here on out through the month of February. And I could see a few bouts of colder air coming in. Again, you get Friday night, you get a little snow here and there. Saturday, you get a little snow. Right now, accumulations would be, manageable, but we'll keep an eye on that Friday night, Saturday system coming in this week. Beyond that, all the computer guidance products are all over the place. None of them agree on anything, so it's real hard to say.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been lucky. We've been dodging a lot.
Yeah, we have.
This
Yeah,
winter.
I mean, there's been snow around us and nasty weather all around us, but we've been kind of that donut hole right in the middle, the cream center and the Oreo cookie.
I always wondered something just random to throw at you out of nowhere. Like, do you enjoy? Because I know how much you get excited for any weather event, but do you get more excited for winter or like thunderstorms in the summer?
I'll be honest, it's thunderstorms in the summer.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, it really is. It's thunderstorms in the summer because they're in and out faster, and winter storms really, really slow you down, not just for hours, but for days.
It's true.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah, and they can really impact people. Snow is much worse than, perspective-wise.
Right.
Forecasting-wise, snow is is worse than thunderstorms.
For you, when you're on TV or on social media, the adrenaline gets going a little bit more for the storms.
Yeah, it does. It does, because
I
they're
get
in and
that.
out fast. I mean, they develop fast. They develop within minutes rather than waiting 2 days for a potential winter storm.
That's very, very true. Very, very true. Well, Mark, I love it. We have a quiet weather week. I think I'll take it.
Yeah, me too.
And we'll talk to you.
Yeah, enjoy it. You know, you're just going to need your coats. That's all.
Awesome. Mark, just real quick, Erica, one of our Facebook followers, said poppy sodas are yummy. She said you need to try the cherry lime and the root beer one. So there you go. We got another
Ooh,
endorsement.
Okay, I'm in.
All right, we'll try.
I'm going to Costco.
Me too.
Always a pleasure. We'll talk to you again next week.
See y'all.
All right. Mark Johnson, News Channel 5, joins us every week, and we're better for it. Love talking to him every week.
For sure.
And, yeah, we should try those poppies.
He's such a good
Find
guy.
out what they're about.
I've got to do a Costco run this week, so I'll grab some.
Grab a couple.
Okay.
We'll grab a, yeah.
Because that might be your segue back to, like, I don't want to say regular pop because it's not regular pop, but people are saying it tastes really, really good, but it's very low sugar. So it'd be great for you.
Someone said, saw the poppy at Target 2 on the text line, someone
Okay.
said. Has anyone tried the poppy, and what are your thoughts?
Erica likes it.
It's Kenya Grace. It's Strangers. It's Q92. Jake and I, you had left to do your meeting yesterday, and Jake and I, not on air, but we were talking about this story about people being contacted. How many people believe they've been contacted by dead relatives? Jake, what was the percentage in this survey?
53%.
53% of people in this survey.
That's high.
Say that they believe they've been contacted by a dead relative. And we were talking off air. I said, I have had dreams since my dad. Listen, I have nothing crazy has happened since my dad died. I'd love to tell you he showed up in a beam of light and was talking to me about sports. No. Obviously, they say when you see a cardinal, and that's kind of my thing.
Of course, same.
I got a tattoo of a cardinal on my arm for my dad. And things like that. I don't believe, and I'm not a non-believer, so I'm not sitting here going poo-pooing on everybody's. I'm not a, oh, no way. But I don't believe I've ever truly been contacted by a dead relative. But according to that, 53% believe they have been. To me, if I take that, and maybe I'm wrong, I take that as like they had a message. They were telling you something.
Like, what is it? Is it like
I've had dreams with my dad in them?
Yeah.
But they were just normal-ass dreams that he just happened to be in. There was no, like, son.
Yeah.
On the 5th day of March, a hurricane. Like, there was no, like, warning. You know what I mean?
Well, I was going to say, what is defined as contact? So is it like there's a needle in the bottom of that can and you don't know it? And, like, it goes flying off the counter. Like, it just moves. Like, is that considered contact? Like, when you think someone from... I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to come up with an example.
Where are we going? Like, you're literally
Would you
like...
poop yourself, though, if that happens?
This is you.
So there's been a nuclear attack.
What? Like, what kind of scenario is that? To me, like, contact
Like
is
things
like...
moving in a room. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's
like
more ghostly haunting. I'm talking...
Okay, but define contact is what I'm saying. What does that mean? Does that
Does
mean
that
you
little-
hear something in your head and you feel it in your gut and you
Jake,
feel like...
Not to put you on the spot, Jake, but in that little paragraph, does it give any kind of context of like what exactly they're defining contact? It might not, because that's only like a summary.
It just says common forms of communicating with those on the other side, including dreams, sensing a loved one's presence. Women, and they also say that women are more likely to be contacted.
Look at that.
Okay, it's because they're saying that
So
we're
you're more likely to be contacted by a dead relative than Jake and I.
That's because we're nice. We're nicer.
Is that what it is?
No, we're more sensitive, I think. I think a lot of it has to do with emotion. So think about it. Like for me as a woman, I don't have dreams very often, except for closer to my cycle when I know my hormones are higher.
Right.
So I'm more apt to have that kind of, but literally in the past 10 years, I've had one dream about my daughter. One.
I can count maybe on one hand how many dreams
My
I've had
dad's been gone for almost 25 years. I can count on one hand the amount of dreams I've had. And it's been like cameo. Like he wasn't like a major part of the dream. He was like in the background.
That's how mine was.
Yeah.
Whenever there was a dream of my dad, there was no like, son, I have to talk to you about He was just kind of there.
What would you do? Would you follow his advice if you had a dream and he was like, son,
Well, depends on what he said.
don't go to work tomorrow? Would you stay home? Would you call off?
I'm like, no, are you going to pay my bills? Like, what are you going to do?
But
Pop?
what if he's trying to help you out?
Dad, like, you got any money up there in heaven? What do we got here? Text message. I had a girl that was interested in me tell me her and her ex are still talking. And if he wants to get back together, she's going to leave me. I definitely ran away from that one. Wow. I appreciate the honesty, but what in the F? Hey, this is great and all, but if my ex wants me back, I'm out of here.
Yeah, no.
Now let's go get a bite to eat. Wait, no.
Bye, Felicia.
We are no longer going to Cracker Barrel. There's no way I'm taking you to Cracker Barrel now. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Man, that is I'm still trying to process everything you just told me. I'm going to kick it off. My rage is being prescribed Ozempic and then finding out you cannot afford Ozempic.
Yeah.
Ozempic, and now you can't do it anymore because it cost you $350.
Yeah, that's a big kick to the butt.
That is. By the way, Jake checked with his pharmacist parents, and they said that's pretty much the best deal I'm going to get.
Yeah.
For you people that pay less, God bless you. For people that got to pay more than they should for medications, you shouldn't pay more than you pay for your car in medication, in one medication. Rage room. Jake, you got some raids today?
Yeah, rage room. I don't understand why people walk, run, ride their bikes, ride their scooters in the middle of the street in the neighborhood when there's a sidewalk 5 feet from them.
I also have that rage.
Yeah.
I've said the same thing. Whenever I see a sidewalk, I'm like, there's a sidewalk.
Yeah.
Why would you not walk on the sidewalk?
Move over 3 feet, go on the sidewalk, and let the cars drive.
Literally. I have the same rage. I've said that before. I'll say to myself in the car.
Yeah.
They'll be on the side of the road, and I got to go around them, and I'm like, there's a sidewalk.
Yeah.
Like, especially, you're walking. There's a sidewalk.
Yeah.
It's a sidewalk.
Exactly.
For you.
Yeah.
It's for you.
Yeah.
For your safety.
Right.
You're a lot less likely to get struck by a car on the sidewalk.
Right. It could happen, but
No,
less
it
likely.
absolutely could happen, but I mean, it's God's will at that point.
Right.
I mean, but I agree. It's a good rage.
Yeah.
Good rage. Let's see. We got the text line here. Rage room. When I sneeze about 46 times in a row, and I absolutely hate when I'm on my 10th sneeze and somebody that I'm talking to still having a conversation with me because I'm choking, I can't breathe, I'm snorting, and it's a hot mess, and they can't stop talking for 30 seconds as if I have any idea on what they're saying anyway. Rage room. I'm usually a 2 to 3 sneezer.
I definitely sneeze more than twice.
Yeah, there's never usually just one.
Yeah.
It's usually a 2 to 3, but I know people that they'll do it 10 times. I'm like, good Lord.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Oh my God, you just triggered my memory.
Oh, you're welcome.
I don't have time right now.
Oh.
Yeah, do I?
Come on.
I got like 3 minutes to tell this incredible story.
Oh, well.
Maybe not incredible to everybody else. I take that back. Possible incredible. No, I had a dream, and I poop you not. I had a dream that I talked NSYNC into a one-night only reunion. Like, I had a dream.
That was your dream.
Literally. Yes. Last night I dreamt, and I'm not making this up. You said that, and it just triggered my memory. That's so crazy that happened. But I had a dream that I was in some group of hotels with NSYNC, and Justin, the other guys there, then Justin happened to be there, and I literally just got them all in a room.
You're like, listen, guys.
Well, I was mainly directing my comments at Justin. Because I feel like the other 4 are like ready to go.
Well, yeah.
I was like, look.
They've had their bags packed for a while.
And it was like, it happened that night. I was like, let's just go out there and have fun. One night. No one has to commit to anything.
And they were like, all right.
No one has to like, and they did.
Wow.
And they did.
Look how much influence you have in your dreams.
I just sold it to Justin. Like, listen, not even worry about a tour. No press. Let's just go out here. I don't know if we were Coachella. I don't know where we were. Today's hit music Q92 is 9:46. Where did the morning go?
Just zoom. You know what? Thank God, though, because we both got here and we were like, good morning.
Monday after the Super Bowl.
We were dragging. But I will say I'm awake. It's been a good show. You guys have been awesome. I know you guys have been dragging with us, but thanks for getting us through the morning.
Sun out? I can't see.
No.
No. Oh, well. At least it's daylight.
That's true. There's always that.
If it wasn't, what would we be in trouble? It's Q92.
Hey, folks, this is...
All right, next up, keep your cell phone face down during that first date. We understand men don't carry purses, and having to sit down with a hockey puck-sized phone in your pocket is a bit uncomfortable. If it's possible, keep the offending piece of technology out of sight altogether, but if you need to plop it on the table, silence it and put it face down. Even if you're fascinated by her, a light blinking out of the corner of your eye alerting you of an incoming message is distracting. And girls notice when your eyes are bobbling back and forth between your phone and them.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The other reason I would tell you to do that, and I have before when I've been texting friends that I know are on first dates, is just because if you don't have, like, if you have the preview on your screen, I wouldn't want your date to see anything that I was sending. Because we've sent things before, like, is he a total dog? Like, is he super ugly? Is he super nice?
He super ugly?
Like, for blind dates, like, I've done it to my sister. You know what I mean? Like, we'll just send, like, are you alive? Like, did they kill you? Like,
are you in the woods yet?
right. That would be my reasoning for being like, remember to put your phone face down on the table.
So, are you for putting the phone down? Cell phone
Yeah,
down?
I think that's a
All
good
right.
idea. I think that's just courteous all the way around for whichever reason you're stating.
Someone texts, don't open the door, because if you aren't willing to do it every time, you're setting an unrealistic expectation.
That's right. And, you know, that goes for where you take them on dates, too, because we all know that when that honeymoon period's over, there's some things you're not going to be willing to do again. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So don't be ridiculous.
You know, you can buy your own games at Dave & Buster's. I'm not doing it anymore.
No.
I agree, Lauren. The hand on the small of the back is a great way to show you care.
Yes.
Keep the phone in the pocket. Girls think face down means you're hiding something, someone says on the text.
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, could that be? Next up, keep the question ratio 1-to-1. If she asks you where you're from, answer. And then accept that as an opportunity to reciprocate with a question as well.
Yeah, but just don't be like, where are you from? What's your favorite place to go to dinner? What's yours?
I live in Canton. Where do you live? Oh, my God. You live in Canton, too? We both live in Canton.
Come up with your own material, your own questions.
So keep the question ratio 1-to-1. It says, don't order just a salad or sake bomb. Taking care of yourself and being healthier is great, but loosen the dietary strings just a little for this occasion. You don't need to eat a bloody steak from a cow you strangled with your bare hands. But turning your nose up at everything remotely unhealthy, then getting a garden salad makes you seem a little square.
I agree, but why a salad and a sake bomb?
I think it's just
like a
picking
play on
random.
words.
Yeah, they're just picking a random
I was gonna say that
thing.
I mean,
I'm just saying, like, don't order like
I would order that.
I'll have water and a salad, no dressing, please. Carbs, am I right, honey? That's probably it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now she doesn't want to order anything. Because here you are,
Right.
Captain America over here.
I think it's safe to go with like a sandwich and fries, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. Burger and fries with the guys.
Something super cash.
It says here 3 drinks and you're cut off.
Oh, I agree with that.
You might have to alter this to reflect your level of tolerance towards alcohol, but
if
no
you
matter
can't handle 3 drinks.
how many beers you can crush on your head during the weekdays, cap your date drinks off at around 3. Even if the date is going so well you've started picking potential wedding destinations, if you get blasted and fall on your face, she's probably going to walk out or have a bad impression.
That's true.
So 3 drinks. Do not talk at all about your exes on your first date.
It depends. If she starts the conversation, maybe. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on that. I mean, I wouldn't lead off the conversation with it.
I'm glad we met for dinner. You know, my ex is a bitch.
Right.
What do you like on the menu? I don't know how that
What
goes.
are you ordering?
Ooh, they have a special on prime rib. So anyway, I get that. That part doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense. It says here, tip very well. You want to tip very well.
Again, just make sure that you're not trying to impress her, because you should always tip well. It shouldn't be to impress her. Let's put it that way.
And finally, don't get slimy, grabby hands on the date.
Oh, gosh, no. No.
So, I got to tell you, for men's health, men's fitness, I mean.
No, they didn't do too bad.
Pretty good list.
Yeah.
I feel like if you followed most of these, I think you'd have a good shot on a first date.
Maybe.
So there you go. Lauren and I always try to help you guys. Very good. Lauren, did you have a good day?
Yeah, I did. Our internet came back. Woo!
There you go.
So happy.
Finally get back on Pornhub.
You're an idiot. And we got a $40 bill credit. So I guess glass half full.
There you go. I had a normal day. What do we do? I went home, had to watch the kid. And then after she got off work, we had to go return. She won a microwave on Mac Bid, and it did not work.
Oh.
Had to take it back. They're very good. If you return, they'll credit you the money right back, instantly.
That's awesome.
They're very good at that.
Yeah.
The more and more I watch her in this, I'm a little impressed with how this place runs. Because yes, there is an absolute chance you can get something that doesn't work.
Yeah.
There's a reason it was returned.
Right.
And so we brought it back, and there was let's talk about no hassle. I'm like, all right, scanned it. All right, the money's credited to your account. Like, you don't need my card or anything. She's like, nope, your card's linked to the account. You're good. Check. There it is. Boom.
Nice.
They weren't like, what do you mean it doesn't work?
Right.
We're just like, okay.
I don't think people do that too much anymore, but it used to be a real pain to take things back. Like, I would almost hold on to broken things because I just avoided it, you know?
Oh, terrible. But yeah, so I was very impressed with it. And she keeps winning things. She keeps winning auctions. Now she's obsessed with getting us a new microwave on Mac. I said, what? Hey, listen. On your radios, whether you went to Q92radio.com or streaming us, or whether you watched us on Facebook, YouTube, or X. I don't really care how you did it.
No, we just appreciate you choosing us to wake you up every morning, Monday through Friday.
Hey, we'll do it again tomorrow.
We will.
We'll wake you up tomorrow starting at 5:30 with me. Jake and Lauren will be here at 7, and we'll get you going on your Tuesday. And yes, we are going to dodge that little snow event.
Yes, thank goodness. And hopefully everybody gets a little more sleep tonight.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of you are dragging a little bit after the Super Bowl, but another season in the books. We'll see you guys back in August.
Yeah, for sure.
When
I can't wait.
Canton, Ohio kicks off the next NFL season.
I can't wait.
And I am almost guaranteed a Bears appearance at the Hall of Fame game with 2.5 members.
Yes.
I mean, I know Julius Peppers is going to go in as a Panther, but he was a Bear for 4 years.
He was, so it counts.
We're claiming it.
Yep.
Mongo McMichael, Devin Hester. You can't not put the Bears in, right?
That's right.
It's just a matter of who else is coming.
Right.
I already told Jamie, I was like, we're going to the Hall of Fame.
Well, good.
Like, oh, we are? I was like, yeah, the Bears are coming. Hester's going in.
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
Well, you'll get to see some of your favorite players on the sidelines. So that's
I
fun.
will. I will. Will it be Justin Fields? Will it be Caleb Williams? Will it be a name I don't even know yet?
Maybe.
Will they screw it up? Probably.
I was going to say.
Been doing it since 85.
Who knows? It's anybody's game.
It could be anybody. But, yeah, no, it's going to be fun. Obviously, it has been announced. I think I'm just assuming. But I think with two literal players from the same team going in the same year, pretty good chance that the Bears will be picked for the Hall of Fame. I don't think I'm reaching too far.
No, I don't think that's too far.
Question is, you got to try. Who will the second team? That's the
I don't know because there's no other inductee.
fun fact.
Yeah.
Besides Hall of Fame game, that could be the Bears.
Mhm.
They're rumored the Bears to be Hard Knocks.
Oh,
next
that'd
year.
be fun. That'd be fun.
There's a rumor they're going to be the Hard Knocks team.
Yep.
So that'd be interesting. That would be very interesting. We'll see. I think the Browns would be a great team to be on Hard Knocks, even though they already were.
I was going to say
They were,
yeah.
so they don't, not going to do you twice. Probably.
Yeah, but this would be a good time to get a sneak peek into that.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah. it'd be
Storylines, Chubb coming back.
Yeah.
If Flacco comes back, Flacco and Deshaun.
Oh, so much that you could get
I'm
into.
just saying, you could have good TV storylines.
You could, for
if
sure.
you went with the Browns again.
Yeah.
A lot of guys. I mean, it'd be
I'm
interesting.
going to miss football. Not going to lie.
I am too. UFL in a month.
It's not the same.
I know, but I watch it. I watch the UFL. I enjoy
Hockey's not
UFL.
the same. Football is football.
I've tried hockey 4 different times in my life. It's just a drug I cannot get addicted.
Keller says it's better.
Oh, I don't know about all that. Jake, any last words before we get out of here today to the good people that have been listening to us?
Love you, bye.
Couldn't have said better myself.
You heard him.
Morgan Wallen, think about me. It's Q92. Have a great day.